We are up and we are live. Let's fucking go. Not too much to do. We're just going to start climbing ranks again, basically, today. Well, at least that's what we're going to attempt to do. Climb some ranks. Get up there. Why not? Whew. Been running that TD Haven deck that was featured in today's video. Really solid performance overall. Has its ups and downs for sure. After about 60 games with the deck or so for now, it's the only real matchups that I have any trouble with is typically the Rune and the Sword matchups. Sword just tends to aggro you down a little too fast for you to keep up with unless you get like a perfect hand.
My sins are mine to bear.
And then of course the Rune matchups are 50-50 due to Cocytus. If they just drop a Cocytus turn on turn 10, it can pretty easily just kill you. The Dragon matchup, since Aggro Dragon is more popular now, is becoming a bit more of a problem too. But it's still solid and it's not super hard to play. Not really a fan of any of this. I'll hold that play point for the turn 5, well turn 4 technically play. Done. We might actually go for this as removal now. Alright, let's see how that goes. We'll see how this performs and work from here. And then we'll see where we're at. Okay. Probably just throw the Eva on the bell. Get that extra draw for free. It does mean I don't use my play point, but at least not yet. A chance I use it next turn, I guess. Not that that's a high chance. We're basically just doing our own aggro thing now. Okay, they're gonna ramp and then end. Okay, sure. That's a play. Even if I use that now, there's not much advantage to it. Might just play this for the heal. Draw again. Get some more damage in. Yeah, that's fine. Just not going to use the extra play point in the end, so I should have used it early, but we put him on 6. Like, I don't know what this guy's doing, but he isn't making a lot of plays, so that's fine with me. Oh, we overdraw. I forgot about that. Yeah, we severely overdraw. I would like to make a Lapis play soon, so maybe we just set up for that. If I can get Lapis on board, then our chance to lethal becomes a lot higher. And then we can work from there, I think. I've been trying to think of another deck to cover for a video, but like, not too many good options now. I could probably do an updated sword list, although I just don't enjoy playing sword much, unfortunately. Aggro Dragon's similar problem. It's not a deck I enjoy that much. But maybe I could try doing that. It's definitely on my list of potential games. This is actually a problem now because I'm not going to have enough points to remove that. Fuck's sake. I can't play the Lapis Super Evolve to remove. Can I? Oh, I can actually. It is 10, right? No, that's fine. Sorry. I gotta remember Super Evolve's +3, not +2. There we go. So now we get it on board, which puts them on a clock effectively. So now they have to deal with this or lose. I mean, that will do it. Damn, this is going to be painful to deal with because I don't have any big removal cards. Did they get a free removal? We need a draw removal. That's not removal. Jesus. We can get rid of one of the two. Don't think I quite make it to the other one, right? Well, maybe. But it would cost me my Super Evo, which is rough. Kind of don't want to have to deal with this though. Because we can Apollo, proc 2, puts them on what, 5 and 5. One Apollo kill. No, it won't. It'd have to be double Apollo, which isn't doable either. Honestly, could I just tank this, do you reckon? The only real problem is if they play a Genesis Dragon. I guess I could try and kill one. But I don't think it gets me close enough. That's bloody annoying, man. Fuck it. We're just gonna take out one of these. Oh, I did that around the wrong way. Whoops. Well, minor misplay. Hopefully it won't cost us. Just gotta hope it won't cost us the game. I should have put him down to 6 health. My only risk is Genesis Dragon. It's the only reason I didn't make the other play. Yeah, unfortunate. I mean, even if I had have dropped him by another health, it wouldn't have mattered because I could only do 7, not 8. And they're not going to leave up the 6, 7, so... I need hard removal now. I just didn't draw any of the removal cards. Like I got all the Apollos, but they're low cost removal, not high-end removal. Like, I needed one of the chalices. And it's a bit late for it now. If I don't want to die here, what can I do? I could send that into there.
Turn from sin. This is not the end.
We can Soul Cure and Dose. There we go. We'll do that. We're just gonna have to buy time till we can find something. I would have loved to have dropped Cocytus soon, but unless they basically pass turn, Cocytus isn't gonna happen. And there's no way they just pass turn here. Yeah. And that's pretty much the end of us here.
It's just my
Because I can't get anything to stick to board. If they have Genesis Dragon Evo, they win. Okay, Twilight again. This is also lethal, right? Oh, they missed their Evo. Oof.
Without suffering, there is no glory.
Oh, and that wins me the game. Them missing Evo won me the game.
Fear not the
There we go.
Lord's absence.
Is this
Yep.
the end?
That's painful. Oh. If they had done their Evo there and done that extra 2 damage, yeah.
Guide your
They would have
humble
killed me.
servant.
Instead, they just forget to Evo and miss. That's fucking sick. And then I top deck Jane. Which is exact lethal. Oh, that is awesome. Alright, Rune. I'm about 50-50 on this.
It's a game.
Let's see.
Enjoy yourself.
Unholy Vessel, Dose, Cure. A lot of this is a little too early. We'll hold on to the Unholy and we'll throw the rest. Okay, it's a better early game hand. I only want to hold Unholy because I want to guarantee having a way to deal with Kun. Alright, we'll see what we do next turn. Whether I decide I want to use that play point or not, or if we hold it. True Summoning. It's kind of annoying. So we can drop that. We could just play point it. Although, again, I just don't really want to. I don't really want to have to play point it. We'll just take the 2 damage. It's not a big deal. And then we'll remove it. Basically a similar play to last time. We'll make that, and then we get the draw. No way. Okay. Fair enough. Which one is it? It's hold that one, is it?
Special assignment today.
Okay. Now we draw. Now we actually have some choices we can make. Cool.
Here's the booster.
Probably could have played it, but I don't feel the need to here.
Don't forget to review.
We'll do the extra draw too. We will overdraw though if I don't play something, so yeah, nothing playable. That's unfortunate. So if they kill our bell ringer, we do overdraw, which I think I'm okay with. If we're gonna overdraw, that's okay. Alright, great, and that's basically a free board wipe here with Evo. They don't even have to take any damage on the Anne and Greyer if they don't want to, which would be the smart thing to do. We'll see what their smart play is. Otherwise, I may just chalice. Chalicing feels really bad though. But she won't have a way to recur it. Oh, that works. So Divine Thunder, that clears. Sick. Now I don't even have to worry about it. Cool. Just Divine Thunder. Sitting on that play point again. I really need to just use it early, I think. Use it for some early game plays, because when I hold it for mid game, I just don't end up using it. Alright, we set that up for the Kun. Now if they drop Kun, we have a free remove. Although we could always just Jane them for removal next turn, which might actually be better. Alright, ending Greya, not really a problem here. Are we going to see Evo again? Probably not, right? That would make the most sense not to Evo. This thing removes with the highest attack, which means it'll only kill this. Although setting up our board does seem pretty valuable here. Yeah, fuck it. I think I make the play. We'll just commit and we'll toss the amulet. I'm not going to get much of a better chance to just full clear here. I don't even know if I need a full clear here. I can probably leave that and keep the removal for a better opportunity. No, we're really just holding play point now for Kakaitis if we need to. There's the Kun play that we were expecting. We've actually got a pretty interesting board state to work through now. They have to commit to removing this, which means they have to sack the 2-1 and the 6-6. 6-6 will obviously live because Super Evolve, but that's definitely one way to go. Now, do I Jane this? Because I don't have a way to recur the amulet, and I'd rather hold the amulet. Healing would be nice though. I can full clear with the healing. The healing Evo. It just means sacrificing something. Yeah, fuck it. I think we do it this way. We have a lot of good options now. Alright, so we do that. Do I double sack here? Yeah, maybe we just double sack it. So we keep up a healthy 6-6, making it harder to remove. Because they're not going to be able to, Kun this again for like a turn 10 play. Because they're not quite there. They're one play point off, which puts us in a pretty nice spot. Let's see if really there. Oh dear. Let's see what we got. So we got the Daria. The Daria players are going to bloody drop something soon, right? He's got to do something. They got to make some play. We have so much removal. Griffin is our big, like, damage turn, honestly. Are they going to try and remove this? I mean, that's definitely a play. Yeah, okay, fair enough. What do I want to do now? Every play I want to make is kind of not good. I don't want to use an Evo point. I'm probably going to have to use one of these Janes, just clear. And then I might even drop a Bellringer after it to go with it. Oh, should have dropped the Bellringer first. Yeah, another misplay, small one. I should have done it for the buff. I always forget that she does a buff effect. When I'm thinking about using her as removal, I just forget about her buff. Yeah, I'm dead here, 50-50. Come on, can we win the 50-50 or they got Azeroth? There it is, we lose, yep. And this is why I'm 50-50 against Rune. Purely the Kakaitis combo is what leaves me on the 50-50, because there's nothing you can do. Once you get to turn 10, if you haven't killed them before that, like, you can just risk losing straight out of the Kakaitis combo. And you can't, other than playing no cards on board, there's no way to stop it. And obviously playing no cards on board isn't great either, so... Oh, yeah. Alright. Dragon.
It's a game. Enjoy yourself.
Other than aggro dragon, which to be fair is most of dragon now, which is kind of annoying. A lot of decks have moved away from using just pure ramp and going more on the aggro front with Yotohime. Then I'm not too bad off. If it is just straight ramp, my chance of winning is really high. Yeah, we'll go for the Pact. Then we'll go for Darkhaven next turn. These draws definitely are not the best, so to deal with this. Okay, I really don't want to have to dose the 1/1, but... Oh, I got Apollo actually, sorry. I have Apollo, I'm good. We got easy 1/1 removal. That's fine. I'm just trying to think about when I use it, which won't be yet.
I need sleep.
We'll just take a little bit more damage from it first. We will kill it before Evo though, so we'll have to kill it next turn. No way they're gonna waste double removal. That's crazy. Maybe I do just use the... Nah, maybe we still... Yeah, I think we still Apollo this. And then we just buff it with a heal. We'll make a play from here. Oh!
The winged musician dons the mask.
Liu Fang going for ramp, that's fine. We can take this out if we want. I don't really have any fucking plays though. We'll heal. Bring us back up to max. We're just kind of spending our turn now until we can get to our mid game. Once we can start dropping stuff to mid to late, we should be right. Like Rodeo. We can drop that next turn if we need to. Which, man, this isn't a bad target. Especially after spending an Evo on it. Plus it will just fill our board with amulets, so why not? While thinning our deck out. What do we want to throw away? It's got to be the amulet. Everything here else is extremely valuable, and we're going to summon an amulet anyway. Alright, so we clear. Now we have some removal set up. I'm hoping next turn we can do something alright. We may just have to drop the Guardian of Earth though. Gyaru. Okay, maybe we have to play the Divine Thunder then. Because this thing's going to cause me some problems. Unless I get Vessel. If I draw a Vessel, I'll use that instead. And we'll just clear. No Vessel. Okay. Well, we definitely full clear. It's just not great.
What say we retreat?
Okay.
Impressive.
There we go. Alright. So we full clear, but it did cost us a bit. At least we got to keep the Tiger due to engage. And we set up some more draw, so hopefully we can find something. Okay, that's definitely a turn. I guess they're betting that I won't have more removal, which is definitely risky here. Because I'm sure they're setting up for lethal next turn. Great draw. So just remove it, engage, pass. Because I'm sure they have Genesis or something, and that's why they were trying to commit hard to that. Or they were just really looking to draw cards, because I mean Super Evolved Twilight is 3 draws, but I probably wouldn't do that on a board like that if I wasn't trying to set up or I was super low on cards. I mean, they still had like 4 in hand, so they shouldn't have been hurting that bad for cards. I think this is a Jane clear. Okay, it's not a Jane clear. That's going to be annoying. I mean, fuck. That 8-8 is really going to cause me some issues. Apollo doesn't do it. That doesn't do it. It's going to have to be the Jane.
Fear not the god's absence.
This is where I drop anchors.
Yeah, we just got to hope they don't have anything crazy. Because I couldn't do anything else to that. If I just need like a semi-free turn to drop Guardian of Earth. If I can drop her, then we'll have more removal set up. Also Lapis. It's hard. I just need to get a couple things to board so I can start actually doing things. Alright, this is going to have to be another Jane turn though. I don't have another Jane yet. I mean, we can remove some of the lower stuff with the Apollo. It's the high stuff that's a problem. Well, actually, Apollo Evo gets us full clear, right? Well, that's actually pretty good.
I'm here to spread the love.
It's just naive now.
Fortunately, they were just within range of this.
What? Think I shine too bright? Listen up.
And we get to set up more removal. Okay, cool. We'll take it. That's what I want. Now, what do they got? Problem is, they're pretty free to drop something like Cocytus, and that just risks killing me. Okay, fighter. Okay.
Just point me to the nearest dragon.
Yep, fair enough. What do I want to do next turn? Maybe we drop Lapis Evo. Although, if I drop Lapis Evo... I really need to remove everything on board. Because I can't risk anything being up with my health total this low. So do I just clear it, then Lapis? But then I put myself at risk of just dying. Damn it. I guess Lapis, Bell. Well, normal Evo the Lapis. I'm not too worried about health totals at this point. And I want Super Evolve just in case. Alright, we just gotta hope they don't have good damage plus removal. Then we're in trouble. We still have the Sacred Griffin play, which could be huge. Because this will be 9-10 damage with the engage, which we need to trigger anyway. And we can activate it under Holy Vessel as well, so we could drop it, boost it, Holy Vessel. Not that it matters which order I do that in, but... it will put us just one off lethal. Like, if we stick this Lapis and then Sacred Griffin, it's one off lethal. Alright. So we don't stick it. That's unfortunate.
I'm here to spread the love.
Okay, they're going for the Apollo. Oh, Jane draw though. Huge. We're gonna do this way for now. Because now we've got time. I'm trying to think on what's really dangerous for us now, and there isn't too much that can come down immediately. So that comes back, which is fine. Trying to think. It's not enough. I don't really want to have to fucking chalice this, but... what am I actually dead to? Genesis on its own isn't enough, because he doesn't have Evo. 10 damage isn't that easy to achieve. Yeah, I think we're good, actually. I think we super evolve this. We engage this. We Griffin. We engage, boost the Griffin, and then we hit him in the face for 17. And we set up for lethal next turn. So they have to do 11 damage, which, yeah, just not easy to pull off with no Evos. So we should be fine. Even with full removal, we'll be right. Yeah, it's not enough. Alright, we finally burned him out of cards. Nice. Do I show them the other Griffin? Oh, they're going to concede. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. If you're gonna concede, I'll give it to you. There you go.
Oh Lord, guide your
Alright, not
humble
too bad.
servant.
I need to get back out of fucking Topaz. I was playing some janky stuff last night and it fully de-ranked me out. I think I lost like 80% of games last night playing random decks. Just trying to mix it up a bit. And that did not go well.
It's a
And it feels so easy to de-rank out. Like, you lose like 5 games and you just de-rank. Because I was in Sapphire. And I would have been a decent chunk in Sapphire. Because I went on pretty nasty win streaks with this deck for a while. Although it's definitely getting harder to pick up a win as I encounter more and more rune players and aggro sword players. I think the most decks I faced has been the Mecha Portals, to be fair, over the last 2 days. But the Mecha Portal decks, like this deck pretty much eats them for the most part. Like I think I've fought 16 Mecha Portals, and of those 16, I beat 11, which is pretty good. Yeah, let's engage this, just so we can hit him for 4 next turn, or force a removal. Fortunately, control-style Haven decks are some of my favorite Haven decks. We're gonna commit double pact then, sure. And we might even commit Evo Bellringer. I was tempted to Evo Tiger, but I think one, spreading out where we're having our damage is fine. And the free draw off Bellringer is just extra value than Evoing Tiger. Alright, Greya. That was actually ends up being a good play, because now even with Evo, they have to commit the attack to full clear. Which just allows me to remove them for, well, not for free, but I could remove them using Guardian of Water. Which is an option. Or I could just, I could playpoint Evo and just clear with Unholy. Which is also not a bad play. So that way we've set up the Unholy already. It's a pity I don't have one more play point. I could engage and then avoid using the Unholy altogether. And then I would have been completely right. Can I eat the 6 damage? Fuck it, let's eat. We're gonna eat the 6 damage and we're just gonna hope. I want the Unholy for the Kun play. We have Soul Cure, so I can kind of res most of that. So I'm not too concerned. And I think it's the right call. So they do 6 to face here. It's a pity that Guardian doesn't clear. Not without wasting my Tigers. What can I do? What can I do? Apollo doesn't clear on its own because it's going to be 1 damage short. Even with Evo. That's not a clear. It's probably just healing, honestly. Do I Evo this, though? Fuck it, I think we Evo this. Because now they're forced into having to deal with it with the, either Evo on the Ann and Grey, or potentially just dropping Kun. That would also just be good. If they 6-4 into the 5-7 and then Kun, they can clean up most of the board for free. And then I just full wipe them with Chalice, and then we drop Maeve.
To the edge of what's known.
Oh, Kun, but without the extra body. Interesting choice. I guess they want to keep up the 6-4 for damage. They want to get as much damage as they can here. Makes some sense. Because now they get, what, 14 to face, which is a lot, not going to lie. That is pretty dangerous. Probably going to have to focus on healing from here. So I don't die. It's unfortunate that these Tigers can't live. Or can they? I guess one can. Hang on. Yeah, I'll do it that way.
Caught us off guard.
Alright. What have I got left, actually? Hang on. 7, 8. There's nothing I can do on 9.
I'm here to spread the
Play the Apollo too. I probably could have done that better. I could have got the extra damage off the other tiger as well if I had have Apollo'd first, but then I wouldn't have Apollo on board, which I kind of want for the Jane play potential. So there's the Kun play. Trying to think on what they're going to do here. I mean, I think they get the full clear, but they have to commit pretty hard. Right? That. Okay, now they... Okay, oh, they're going to use that. That makes sense. Okay, now they full clear easily. Well, that's going to be bad. Okay, very, very bad. I can't soul cure because I will just die. I'm going to have to Jane, which puts me at risk of also dying if I don't super evolve her. Actually, even if I do super evolve her, I lose, right? Oh no, Kun won't be able to Evo. Cool. Kun won't be able to super Evo, which should keep me alive. I just want this to be big, so we either force them to have to waste a turn, or we force them to have to do another Kun play. Which would be their last one. But they're probably trying to hold off for the Cocytus turn 10, so... This doesn't clear on its own. They need more removal. Oh. TXD is so good. Yeah. The mech is like the most positive win rate I have with this deck. It literally just eats the Mecha decks. The only time I've lost is back-to-back Orcus play on the Mecha decks. Otherwise, I've killed pretty much every single one of them. Okay, I really need a heal. I'm dead to Cocytus. Well, I'm not dead to Cocytus. Quite. I'll be close to dead to Cocytus. I probably am dead to Cocytus, because I can't clear this. I have to heal no matter what. I think we set up the bell ringer. We'll see how we go. Okay, so they do have the Cocytus. I think this loses me the game. This is unfortunate. This is why I'm 50-50 against this. Because if they have the Cocytus combo, I lose. If they don't have the Cocytus combo, I am typically fine. Yeah, see? They just kill me. Brutal. The Cocytus, like, OTK setup is such a pain. Oh dear. But yeah, Orcus. Orcus is the only real card that's like a threat in the Mecha decks. Everything else is slow enough that you can take it out, but then Orcus just like combos you down for like, what, 7 health minimum with the Super Evolve sticking? I actually hate this hand. Oh my god. Okay, it's something. Drawing all the high cards is not what I wanted to see. Gonna be another Fatigue Haven player, no doubt. You don't see too many straight Amulet players now. It's nearly all Fatigue. I Evo Jin just to try and stop it from insta-dying to something else big. Probably wasn't 100% necessary, but if it had stuck, I would have won the game off it on its own. Dark Haven doesn't feel good here. I think we just set up more removal then. I have seen a lot more of these decks running... Like, a lot of the Amulet Haven obviously run Wing Fang Statue, but I've also seen some Fatigues run it, which is an interesting choice. What do I actually want to do? I think we just set this up then. We'll just take the extra stats. I am fun, yeah, lots of fun.
I'm here to spread the love.
This deck is a lot of fun to play. I do need to play more Mecha Portal though. I did run a few games last night and I started doing a bit better with that again too. I do enjoy that deck as well. Which is good, because original Artifact Portal, I enjoyed it more than Puppets. The old Artifact Portal was just getting too clunky. There were so many cards in it and you're just like, Jesus. Fuck, I hate every single play that I have here. I could Apollo this. which doesn't feel great, but then it's also Haven. I don't see many value plays for Apollo anyway, which is kind of why he clearly played his Apollo. So maybe I can just set up some extra damage with it.
What? You think I shine too brightly?
Rest.
So we have a 4-5 now, which is pretty alright. Oh, trust me, I'll need it. The fatigue mirror is a 50-50 too, so it depends on how fatigued these guys are or not. Because seeing Winged Statue makes me think they might not be full fatigue, but we'll have to wait and see. So these are own Apollo stuff to remove, which is fine. I think I'll just eat this Apollo. So we'll eat a little bit of damage. We'll probably heal it with Soul Cure next turn. Yeah, so this is just Amulet Haven then. If we're going to see more birds, it's most likely just that. Beta types, yeah, EOT damage, yeah, that's the way to go, to be fair. Beta seems to be the better way to go than just committing to the big guy. Drop as many beta or gammas as you can constantly clear board and force them into dealing with it. Evo Soul Cure doesn't feel great. Although Soul Cure with just this is probably enough, honestly. Soul Cure. And then we just kill that. And then we engage the Soul Cure. There we go. I think that's more than enough to hold out. Well, there's their Lapis. Cool. Great. That's not what I want to deal with. And since you don't run Banish in this, dealing with that's going to be a pain now. Do I commit to it? I think I have to, right? We're just going to full commit to it. We'll use this to trade off theirs. We'll see if ours sticks. Otherwise, we're going to have to start being careful about how we play wards. So I don't just die. It's an unfortunate part of them having the extra point. See, I hate Bird Haven. I hate the Amulet Haven decks. I'm not a fan. I've never been a fan of, like, the Bird Storm Rush fucking stuff. Dun dun dun. I need a way to deal with this that isn't just bad. But most of it is pretty bad here.
Here's the booster. Promise this won't hurt.
They're gonna go for damage next turn.
Rest.
That doesn't really keep me out of trouble though. I'm gonna have to evo it if I want to stay out of that. I don't want the... I basically just don't want to get hit by the Apollo and that have it kill it, and then be able to just hit me in the face for 7.
There is no glory.
Okay, Olivia, good sign. They're gonna have to use a lot of resources here at least. I'm trying to think if I can clear this easily.
We're safe here.
But I mean, I kinda can.
Rest.
They are gonna do massive damage though that I can't counteract.
Without suffering, there is no glory.
So I would have to commit the Super Evolve here if I want to go for a full setup here. But it might be the play. I could just double Divine Thunder, remove, and just hope that I can set up after that. Like, I hate it, but...
Hope never dies. This is not the end. Turn from sin.
Alright. So we have one more turn before that proc, so we have to do some healing next turn. But then they have Super Evolve, so that might not end up mattering. Bird and then Feather, that's fucking annoying. Yeah, they just kill me. Cool. Fucking birds, man. Hate it. Oh! So many damage, yeah. Dude, I just hate the birds. I don't find it an enjoyable archetype to play. Really unfortunate card fight. Oh. Dude, I hate fucking birds, man. The Birdhaven decks, they're just fucking annoying. It's the same thing, like, I don't like playing Aggro Sword, like, at all. Aggro Sword is arguably one of the best climbing decks, because it's fast and consistent. But, dude, I just don't find it fun to play. Not its current incantation, anyway, where you just spam followers as much as possible. There's been some old Aggro Sword decks I quite enjoyed from OG Shadowverse, but this current one, not really. The 3 decks well, 2 decks technically. Rune I'm hit or miss with, but Rune is one of my favorites for sure. Haven, this Haven variant's quite fun too, and then it's a toss-up between, like, yeah, is it Ramp Dragon or Mecha Portal as well, making the top of my list of, like, favorite crafts. Because Ramp Dragon's really fun. I'm not a fan of the Aggro Dragon, but that's because it's just a pain. It's just a pain. I'm not a fan of the Otahime that everything's running right now, but I can see why it's so good. Oh, yeah, the Aggro Dragon. That's what Face Dragon basically is. It's just Aggro Dragon. It's a lot of small stuff with the Otahime, and then a couple of big end cards for the final. Oh, I mean, the game's good card fight. That's about the only thing that's good, you know?
I'm here to spread the love.
Another lonesome night.
Abyss I don't find good at all. It can win games, don't get me wrong, but it's by far the weakest craft.
Here's the booster.
It just feels like it doesn't have any identity. Like, it doesn't really know what it wants to do. The Storm cards was good cards, yeah. So you're just going basically down the Amulet Haven route, which is the birds, all the Storm birds. Oh yeah, and it's really sad because Blood is like one of my favorite crafts of all time, but the Blood's identity within Abyss is almost non-existent. Like, it just really isn't there. And you're nearly always better off playing the shadow-orientated cards with skeleton summons instead, because at least then they combo well with Cerberus. So they don't clout the reanimate pool. Unlike bats that cost 1 and then fill your reanimate pool.
Listen up.
We're really just playing the long game here. Which isn't bad. I mean, we have Cocytus already. They combined, yeah. To be fair, it's way more Shadow at the moment than Blood. It's just a pity that they don't have any, like, big finisher cards, really. Cerberus is close. Like, you can do some cool stuff with Cerberus. But everything else is just not a finisher. Like, you're not just gonna swing with it and win. And things like Cerberus rely on your opponent having a board. And I mean, the only true one-turn OTK is Cocytus Dimensional Climb. I don't think any other deck has a 20 health OTK. I think Forest might be able to pull something off, but it'd be extremely hard to do. You'd have to drop a bunch of stuff to 0, have zeros, do a bunch of roach combo to get it to work. It's definitely, yeah, theoretically, I'd assume it's possible, but way harder to set up than even the Cocytus Rune combo, which also is just not super consistent unless you're up against Fatigue Haven. I need the high level potential, yeah. A lot of Abyss is just spam stuff and try to get some damage in. It also lacks any substantial healing. So you can't even run a lot of the blood-orientated cards that were like doing damage. Fuck, I hate all of this. This is fucking terrible. Alright, we'll remove the 4-3 with this. We have 3 Jean and a ruler. Like, I'm not hurting for cards now. Not right now. Oh, I don't play Forest to try to play this. That's crazy. Yeah, forest control is interesting. I've seen a couple pop up, but so far every single forest player I've fought has lost to this deck. They don't deal well with having all their cards removed.
There is no going back.
To be fair, most things are still just Roach. It's Roach with extra steps, a lot of the decks. Because Roach is still just that strong. Fuck, all of this is bad. I can't get rid of this without Super Evolve, which annoys me. I could go for the draws, I guess, but... I mean, that does it. Even if it's not optimal. But it's a struggle. Oh yeah, it would be. I really like her. It's just, the removal. That's what you run it in this deck for. Deal 6 damage to all enemy followers, and then you also have the boost, and she's a ward on turn 8 is really nice. Especially when a lot of decks dump their cards turn 8, turn 7. So you have things like Kun and Ramia, which drop just boards. Cerberus as well drops a board, all on turn 7 or 8, typically, due to extra play point mechanics and stuff. 80% versus Fire Fatigue, yeah. Like, it's one of the easier decks to fucking kill with Fatigue Haven. Like I said, the only two I've struggled with is Aggro Sword, because it seems like if they just draw any curve and you don't draw every out, then you're screwed, because they will just aggro you down quicker than you can stabilize. And then I'm 50-50 against Rune. Everything else is either basically positive or 50-50. With a couple of outliers, with like, obviously this thing just eating Forest, eating Mecha Portal, like, no issue at all. I really don't want to deal with this card. I can't leave it up because they'll risk Super Evolving. I could just actually, hang on, we can just Kaitis. This is actually fine. If I'm going to spend a Super Evolve on anything, setting up Kaitis is the play. There we go.
This is not the end.
I'm fine with just spending our turn setting up the Kaitis for next turn. Because if we draw Azeroth and Kaitis lives, we win. If Kaitis lives at all, the odds of us winning skyrocket. Because almost any card can win us the game if Kaitis lives. And otherwise, they've got to invest at least something into dealing with it. Which, I mean, that's a pretty optimal way to deal with it, I'm not going to lie. Medusa being 7 health, really annoying to remove.
A peek of skin just for you.
Okay, that's one way to do it. I would have just attacked with the Medusa, though. I don't know why you would sack your cards like that. I have to kill this, unfortunately, so I can't play Silent Rider here. Because this thing does 18 damage on its own, and then they use this to summon 2 ghosts, and I die. Because it's a 20 card, like 20 damage lethal. I think this Super Evolved is probably it. Because I can remove that, set up a body, and then we can play anything off this Bellringer if we draw off it, I think. Because we have 10 damage in the Silent Rider, but it's not really enough on its own either. Okay, Bane, Shadow, that's fine. We're basically just trying to get big removal cards so we can do big swings. And we'll see what we can do after. Chaos Cyclone, cool. I still need an idea for, that thing has healing. Do you know, I've never looked at its evo effect. That's crazy. This thing actually has healing. Holy fuck. I haven't ran this card. I really should, because I think it's really good. Okay. Yeah? We go this? That was a tough decision to make. Like, Jesus, come on. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what video to do next. I'm gonna do a video on Tuesday, looking at like a week in review, just going over everything about the game that I can kind of think of that has occurred in the first week. So that video should be alright. That one's gonna be pretty straightforward, I think. It's just basically my thoughts and opinions on stuff. We might even go over some of the actual monetization stuff. Because in some ways it's pretty similar to original Shadowverse. The only real downside is the vial system. The vial system is egregious and needs changing. But the amount of rupees you earn per day and the amount of packs you can earn per day is about the same as when Shadowverse 1 first launched. That doesn't mean that's necessarily good, because later Shadowverse introduced a lot more ways to earn stuff that was a lot better. Like, first year into Shadowverse 1, they overhauled a lot of the free-to-play stuff so that people could actually play the game. It was right around the, like, rotation split kind of era. You're just bullying Abyss, yeah. The Haven Gaming, for sure. I mean, I think we're pretty positive on this deck right now. I'd have to take a look at my win-losses for the stream. We'll just set up even more. Why not? All the draw. They're facing down 4 amulets turn 3. That's got to be a fun time for Dragon. I could have committed, actually, to getting the Tiger earlier so that I could do damage with it, but I think this is still fine. I want to see what kind of Dragon this is. I have to assume it's straight ramp, given what they've played. Yeah, Dragon Sign and Gold Melody. It's got to be just straight ramp. We don't really have a play here, so let's just engage this and boost that. Turn 5, we also don't have a play unless we draw something. So, let's hope. With Rune Fair, this is still messing it up. Don't worry, Rune is like so 50-50. Like Rune, there's an image that was posted in one of the Discords I'm in for the guild Discord I'm in. Where is it? I wonder if I can just save this image and put it up. That'd be really funny. Hang on. Dun, dun, dun. I'll fix this in a second. What do we gotta play first? Hang on. Turn 5, really nothing worth playing.
You're safe here.
Image 2. This is where I just like upload the images to stream to use for stuff. Hang on. Here we go. Look at this. This is peak Rune gameplay right here. Peak Rune. Number 1, spell boost. Number 2, spam Ann and Grey and Kun. Step 3, profit with the Dimensional Climb Kakaitis combo. And then spam on 4. It's great. That's all the help you need, because that's really all you can do. And engage on the Holy Grail, a mistake. Oh no, you don't want to do that. You don't want to accidentally engage the Grail. Damn it, they played that cunt. I now gotta deal with it. Fuck's sake. I really just wanted to fucking Grail here. But now I have to deal with Forte. At least we have to heal 3 off that. What's your guild? Death by Pegasus. It's a group that a few of us have been a part of for quite a while. We don't do anything crazy. It's just a bunch of friends mostly. But yeah, we're like all like pretty. Most of us are OG players. A lot of the higher ups like Clanath, PSO, myself, Flareblade. Like we're all like people who used to play quite a bit OG Shadowverse. And I mean PSO has been doing pretty well in Shadowverse Evolved too. He was playing in some regional stuff for that, I think, as well, and doing okay. But yeah, since guilds only have like 30 people in the max, I didn't really see a point on trying to like try to do like a creator one, because like it would be different if we could have like 100 people or so, but 30 limit is really fucking rough. What do I actually want to do here? This is fucking bad. Holy shit. I could just Grail this. Not that I like that play. I could run Rodeo, but that also doesn't feel great. Fuck it, I think we Grail this. I can't leave Olivia up no matter what, so whatever I do has to include removing the Olivia. Get rushed by Sword Off Forest, it's mega bad, yeah. That's it. That's the thing. Until you get rushed by those, yeah. Ugh. Rodeo for Olivia, what do you think? Ugh, yeah, I don't know. When Rodeo comes down, he's so much value. Olivia is solid, but a lot of the Haven cards are quite high cost, so Olivia's, like, gameplay, right, will mostly be turn 10-ish. Because you'd have to Olivia into, like, Salfa or something, or, like, maybe a Solkia with an extra play point. Because what else do you have? You've got Bellringer, I guess, would be an okay combo piece, and Apollo. And then maybe the Tiger, if you can stick a Tiger on the Olivia turn as well, I guess. I don't know. It's definitely a flexible slot for sure. I just feel like Rodeo gives us, like, immediate value, which is always nice. The only real downside is having to discard here. I think we have 3 of those. We'll throw 1. I don't know. Because both of them can soon a Super Evo point no matter what. And while a lot of people are in favor of Olivia, I don't know. I feel like there's only a couple of decks I want Olivia in. And one of them is like an aggro dragon deck. And I guess Rune can kind of run her too, because I've seen a few Rune decks putting in Olivia, just so they have an extra turn 7 play outside of Kun. But I feel like this deck is such like top end based, it might be hard. How's Rodeo? Rodeo is well, in this case a one of, so he's fine. He's a solid removal card on the Super Evo, but his normal effect to just summon 3 amulets can get you the stuff you need. I find that if I don't end up with enough like good early game amulet stuff, like if I don't end up with my Dark Haven stuff, playing him on the curve is really nice. Because I just get all the amulets I need, which usually sets up a lot of the removal. But yeah, he's a card that he's good when you get an opportunity like that to use him. But otherwise he can be pretty middling. Which I feel like Olivia's going to be in the same boat. Like, if you play Olivia in the same kind of way, like, she'll be good when situationally, and then she'll be kind of mediocre every other time. Alright, we're set here, by the way.
Without suffering, there is no glory.
Burn Knight's kind of annoying, because he's clearly trying to set up Azeroth Cocytus. This is one other thing you got to be really careful of against Dragon. If they set this up on you, and you take that 1 damage at the start of your turn, and they've Azerothed you, you just die. It's technically like a 2-turn combo, but, well, more than that if you count having to drop Cocytus on the board.
Just point me to the nearest dragon.
The
winged musician dons her
Ugh. In mid-range control Abyss. Yeah, she'd be alright in Abyss too, because Abyss doesn't have many big hitters. So I can see where she'd work pretty well there. They're really fucking me over here, because I have to deal with this. And I don't want to Unholy Vessel this, because then they just get a free Cocytus turn. And I can't just apply pressure, because if they drop something big on me like Genesis, I just lose the game. So I have to Evo out heal or damage this, and I don't really want to have to Super Evo, for fuck's sake. Can I get something good on board that would just... I think I have to do this. I have to commit to this.
Brace yourself.
I just don't want to die. We are going to overdraw, but I can't really worry about that now. Because we have Lapis coming next turn, plus Sacred Griffin. It's not going to be enough to kill them, but it will put them on a clock, which is pretty nice. Dark Haven agrees. It's been really good so far. I did too. Initially, I wasn't a fan of this card, but realizing that this thing just stays on board with its engage, it's just free healing any turn you need it. And the +1/+1 actually is kind of clutch with Griffin. Griffin gaining Storm on engage is huge. Especially when this deck doesn't have a lot of ways to push damage. You're down to like 2 or 3 options to like spam out damage. Are they gonna Super Evolve the Olivia here? That'd be insane. If they make that play, I might actually have to retaliate with Unholy Vessel. Because what else can I do? Like, I could Super Evolve the Lapis, Unholy Vessel, wipe for turn, to get the Olivia damage, and then set up for a Sacred Gift and play in the following turn. Yeah, I think that's what I have to do.
Without suffering, there is
Yeah,
no
like I said, I'm
growth.
gonna overdraw, which is fine. Because I don't think you lethal from here, right? Super Evolve is 10, Griffin gets up to 8. So we only have 18, right? That's as far as I can go. Yeah, that's the play. I actually really love the Super Evolve Unholy Vessel combination. The fact that Super Evolve protects you from Unholy Vessels combination is insane. Nah, I think I commit to the damage. I was going to try and play Holy Dose of Holiness, but I think I commit to damaging here. Griffin Haven Ward is so good for racing too, yeah. It's really nice. Well, yeah, you can see there, whenever you just have an extra play point, using it is value nearly every time. So now this should be really hard for them to deal with, because if they want to Kakaitis or something, they can't. Genesis on its own is nowhere near enough, they just die. Let's show them the Griffin, should we? Show them the Griffin. Now they can see my 8-8 Griffin that will smack them. Well, 8-10 Griffin, there we go. Bye-bye.
A journey of 1,000 miles.
Alright, so yeah, we stabilized out there nicely. That worked out well.
Oh Lord.
Like I said, the Unholy Vessel combo is really nice with the Super Evolve. Like I said, I want to check replays on this, because what do we got for win rate right now? Yeah, not too bad. I started playing it here. I think I played 2 games before stream, roughly, so that would be here. Because I was playing Sword before, and I didn't have much success, and I was like, I'll go back to Haven for it. Yeah, but I played some Portal last night and was having, like, mediocre success. I messed around, had a bad run with Haven on and off for a bit. I was like, it's not really going anywhere. But now we're doing alright again. 3 wins there, loss, win, couple of losses and a couple of wins, evening back out. Still positive, but evening back out. Will be a problem with future sets. Oh, definitely. 100%. If they give Haven any other big, like, Stormburst cards, that's going to be a nightmare for him to balance.
It's a game.
Which, given that set 1 is due out in, like, 3 weeks, it's not far away at all. We'll see. I probably could have held some of my slower cards there, because we're going up against another Havencroft player. We'll see if it's, Amulet, though, or not. I also like Bellringer turn 2 into Darkhaven turn 3 quite a bit.
You are safe here.
Because Darkhaven turn 3 now makes Bellringer have an attack.
Rest.
Big fan of that. Just a little combo, but I like it.
Rest.
I can't clear that now. Damn it. I really wanted to. I mean, we can Apollo it.
Here to spread the love.
It doesn't clear it, but
Rest.
it does something. Oh, I wanted to just root Haven. Mostly Portal and Zero. Oh, that's sad. To be fair, Portal is good. Portal is very good. Damn, they really out here banishing my Bellringer because they don't want me to draw 1 card. That's insanity. And we drew hot garbage.
Here's the booster.
Fuck it. We're just gonna wipe out this.
Promise this won't
Get the heal. I'm gonna have to eat this damage though, and that hurts me. Not drawing anything high now is gonna be really bad. But yeah, Portal is very good. It does a lot. It has a lot of options. So you turn out about it, but it's annoying. See, I'm nearly exactly 50-50. I think after the last Fatigue Haven I fought, we're probably 1 up on them. So if we lose this one, we're basically in the same spot. I was tracking everything. I've only just stopped tracking matches like today because I think I got enough data from where I was tracking to get an idea on my win rate. I was sitting at about a 60% win rate. Let's take a quick look at that sheet. Yeah. Yeah, when I stopped recording, I was at like 50 odd, like high 50s. But yeah, most of the match was just against most of my wins are against Mecha Portal. Mecha Portal and Dragon have the highest 2 win rates. Mixture of dragons, of course. Spell boost I'm actually negative on, and aggro sword has my highest negative. I'm actually exactly opposite almost. I have 11 versus 4 with mecha portal, and then for aggro sword I have 4 versus 10 for losses. They're the two most popular decks by far. This is really bad, by the way.
Perfect painkiller.
And yeah, Swordcraft is meta. Swordcraft is annoying. I don't enjoy playing it. Oh. I love for Orcus because I used on AG. Yeah, Orcus is great. The fact that you just run 1 to 2 Orcus in Mecha Portal as well, because she's just that good as a beat stick.
Word. Brace yourself.
Even fate shall
How do you find the cards from because swiping? There really isn't a way. Once you've burnt through the early gem sets, like early rupee sets, there's no other way to get free stuff unless you get lucky. There's been a lot of recommendations to, yeah, I'm just dead here, by the way. Because I couldn't deal with this soon enough, I'm just dead. Super Evolve doesn't get me there. Nothing gets me there.
My staff's a perfect painkiller.
Repent.
Beefy aches and pains to me.
Like, this might keep me alive a turn if I'm lucky, but I doubt it. They play anything, I die, basically. But yeah, there's really no way. Maybe Iron Fist is better than Radio. Yeah, helps the sword. Yeah, maybe actually. That's actually probably one that'd be kind of decent.
Feeling better now?
Yeah, there it is. Oh, although that was, yeah, okay. They still find it, but
A trial
what a
and
choice,
you
eh?
still come.
But yeah, there's no way to currently grind out any more packs outside of that. You could potentially re-roll, like if you were starting a new account anyway, re-rolling until you could hit the Park Chest 100 packs, which I don't know how long that would take. Because the Park Chests have a very small chance, from what we can tell, to drop 100 packs immediately, which would be huge. I mean, I spent 130 USD and I opened, what? I've opened 150 packs, roughly, now. And I have almost every card in triplicate. There's very few cards I'm missing 3 of. There's a handful of legendaries that I've got 1 or 2 of, and then there's like 1 or 2 golds. I don't know. There's not many golds I'm missing playsets of either now, because I've had to craft a couple up.
We have much to discuss.
But yeah, outside of that, right now there's just not a good option. The Rupees Galore event could be alright too. We'll wait and see on that. But there's going to be 10 chests that'll be opening next weekend.
Looking for a
Then the Rupees Galore event also opens and ends exactly 3 hours before the weekend tournament begins. So we'll see.
got claws.
And yeah, Iron Fist does give you proactive play. Iron Fist does seem pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. Damn, that's unfortunate, because now I don't have a good counter to that. And I don't want to keep getting beat in the face by the cat. A 3-2 that beats me in the face is pretty risky to leave up for too long. It still have no Haven legendaries, and that is crazy card fight. To be fair, I didn't open a single Guardian of Water. I had to craft all 3 of those. But I think I did pretty well on legendaries. I think I was opening on average anywhere between like, what? I think I was opening an average of 2 every 10 pack, because sometimes I'd open 1, but then other times I might open 3. So I think I ended up averaging out to like 2 every 10 pull, which came out nicely. And then there was a handful I had to craft and stuff like that. But I haven't spent too many rupees now so far. I spent a little bit on the first day or 2, and then I haven't spent any more on rupees. And thanks to everyone who did input my invite code, by the way. I added that to the bottom, like to my video description, like yesterday, because I was like, oh, I probably should throw this in here. And we've almost reached the max 20 invite already, and claimed 90% of the rupees from that event too. Because that's the invite one would be a pain in the ass, since each person can only enter 1 code, and you need 20. You can only have 20 people enter your codes, basically, to begin with, to try and get those rewards. Oh. So we've saved up. I think I have a little over 40 packs worth of rupees saved up for next expansion already. Which hopefully will save me a little bit of money, because I do plan on dropping more money for next expansion, just so I can try and keep my card pool at close to 100%. That's my plan, at least. So if I end up having to drop a little bit each expansion and then save rupees from then. I should be pretty right. To be fair, now that well, my work got cut a little bit, but since I've been working the last year and a half, I've had a bit more disposable income, which has been nice. Probably one of the best decks I have. Portalcraft is one of the few matchups where this deck just absolutely eats them, to be fair. I don't have a lot of good plays here. I could Divine Thunder this, and then I can drop Darkhaven, probably. I need to free up hand space. But yeah, dude, I'm like 75% win rate against Portal. In particular, Mecha Portal. A Puppet Portal actually is a harder matchup, typically, for this deck. That's not to say I haven't lost to this deck before. I've got, what, 4 or 5 losses on record against this total, with 11 wins. But it's going to depend on if they drop Orcust on 8 or not. They are playing really aggressively, though. Which I guess makes sense. Do I have a good way to remove this? I mean, this is kind of good, I guess. We might actually commit to the... Instead of the heal, because I don't need it, and the boost isn't that valuable, we'll go for the Pact here. I haven't... Do you know what I haven't found either, though? I also haven't found a exchange ticket or anything. I haven't hit any of those at all. Out of every pack I've opened, nothing. Yeah, see, Orcust on turn 7 here is going to be really hard to deal with. Especially when I don't have good removal. I didn't draw a Chalice, so... My only real choice here is, like, Divine Thunder and then get past this. Which kind of sucks, not gonna lie. Which, I mean, is doable. I just don't like it. I could super evolve it, stick it to the board, but then that doesn't seem worth it.
You are safe here. Rest.
Alright. If they back-to-back Orcust me, I lose, pretty much. I mean, honestly, since I don't have any big removal, this is going to be one of the few times I lose to this deck. Usually that's how it goes. If I don't hit Chalice removals and Jane removals, it's really hard to deal with. Really unfortunate. Yeah, Orcust is an insane card. I just get an exchange ticket, lol. Damn, yeah, fuck. Then I'm like, if that's the case, I might be like 40 packs away.
Looking for a spark of inspiration.
Actually, no, hang on. I should be over 200 packs now. Because yeah, I think I'm on 50 remaining, so I am on 200. 50 remaining for Lucky Chest. That's awful now I think about it. I've opened more packs than I thought. I'd opened initially about 150 though to get almost every card. It's after that I opened a few. And we got more removal, but it's not really great here. The Sylvia play is a bit rough to deal with. I have to deal with it too. Do I go Super Evolve Lapis, ram over the Olivia, heal for +1, and hold the Jane? Yeah, I think we do. It's not great, but Sylvia has to be dealt with. Because she will just, you know, kill my cards. And now I do put up an 11-10 that has to be dealt with. As a figure like $2 card deal. That's crazy. That's lucky. I have a friend, Krim. He re-rolled for like 4 hours to get an exchange ticket, and he got the Orcust exchange ticket, which is the one he wanted. Haven deck is great. It's consistent enough to go easily 50% plus win rate. As an overall, which is good, honestly. Any ladder deck that can do 50% or more is considered good. It's once you're under that 50% that you're going to have a problem. 75% or more and you're in the money, honestly. Like, you're like basically a fucking tier 0 deck nearly. Because every deck will lose. What do we want to do now? Griffin, maybe? Although, I hate leaving up cards because if they just play stuff to remove my big cards, I just fucking die. And that annoys me. But I gotta start, like, doing something, because they're gonna drop bloody big guy next, right? Fuck. This plus Evo is bad still. It's all bad. I just don't have many options. They just keep pressuring me with cards that I have to deal with. This way, at least if they try and drop the mecha guy, he doesn't kill me. Like, at all. And if this sticks, we're pretty set. I think we win if this sticks. They really have my pulls, yeah. That's the luck of Shadowverse, you know? Sometimes you get really lucky, sometimes you don't. This game's an OG Shadowverse. Oh, yeah, no. Fatigue Haven itself is designed to be basically the slowest deck in the format, given how it works. And yeah, there's no Amulet Seraph, unfortunately. That would be crazy. I do love me a good Seraph deck. I also love Heavenly Aegis. If they bring that card back without any way to kill it, that's a free win as soon as you drop it on board. There's the Sylvia. This is actually fine, I think. Maybe not. Because I can't kill the Sylvia, I just realized, because Jane is one off. Yeah, maybe it's not fine. Maybe we're not in a good position here. Oh, now I'm forced into Jane. Fuck's sake. The only real bonus is the mecha isn't enough to kill this on its own.
Without suffering, there is no glory.
But I can't Apollo Jane either. Damn.
Fear not the god's absence.
I'm just trying to think. What am I at risk of here? Mecha Evo won't do it on its own.
Rest.
Yeah, Mecha Evo won't do it on its own. Okay. I haven't played yeah. I was on and off, to be fair. I played the first like 4 years-ish pretty hardcore, and then like didn't touch it much after that. I was only coming back like every other expansion to have a go until that final expansion was released, and then I made Grandmaster playing Wrathblood, which was a lot of fun. And then kind of barely touched it after that because Throwback Rotation didn't really interest me. Okay, Ralmir. Trying to think if this is a problem or not. I don't think it is though. I think we win, right? Yeah, I think we win. Sacred Griffin wins us the game. Jane wins us the game. Like, doesn't really matter.
Fear not the god's absence.
There you go. We'll make it even bigger just for you. Oh, come on, man. You can't even let me make a big one? Hey, good afternoon. Fuck, it is already 4 p.m. Damn.
Guide your humble servant.
Time flies when you're having fun, hey?
Cheers.
To be fair, I didn't wake up until like midday. It is a Sunday for me. I do have to work tomorrow, though. And I've still got to come up with another deck to do a video on, I think. I want to do one more for tomorrow, because we're going to drop back to about 1 video a day now. Now we've covered pretty much every major deck to some degree. There's a couple of decks that I haven't covered yet, like the Aggro Face Dragon deck that's pretty popular at the moment. More updated sword list probably be important, and there's a couple of forest decks that I haven't really messed with. But other than those, there's really not a lot I haven't at least covered to some degree or some variant. But I do need a video for tomorrow, so we'll just drop double of those, and then we'll use Apollo next turn if I absolutely have to. They pushed to B3 the only haven. No, I've played pretty much everything as I've pushed my way up to B3. The biggest pushes I made were Runecraft got me from beginner to about D0. D0 through to about C was mostly Portalcraft. And then C to B was mostly Ramp Dragon with a bit of Haven at the end. And then B0 through to B3 has been pretty much Haven all the way up. I've played a little bit of the other stuff here and there, like obviously everything I've mixed in, what I've made videos or what else I've done, I've mixed in, but that's pretty much everything. Those three were the major decks, though. The Rune, the Dragon... Well, the Rune, Dragon, Portal, and then Haven. Hit Diamond Group, let's go. Jesus, card fight. Even I haven't pushed Diamond Group, but I've been playing some fucking jank. Like, Abyss really set me back. Forest really set me back. Even Sword kind of set me back. I was a little sad by that. Damn. I need to play harder to get to the Diamond Group. I always make it into Sapphire, and then I'll play something really janky, and it'll D-rank me out of those groups. Makes me sad. All of this is pretty trash, not gonna lie. At least we can set up damage, which is good, I guess. We're gonna play aggro this game. We're just gonna pressure them. They can't even drop Sylvia. The best they could do is drop Absolute here, I think. Or Deathrite would be pretty good as well. Yeah, just playing Portal, yeah, that's fair. Between group and ranking. Group, it seems, so they use two kind of matchmaking, it seems like. So group is your matchmaking like group typically. So you'll nearly always play people in the same group as you, regardless of rank. And then they will then match you with rank. So for me, I'm in Topaz right now, so I'll nearly always be matched up with another Topaz group player. And then rank comes secondary. So they'll try and match me with a Topaz group player who's in rank B. And the same as if I was in Ruby or Sapphire or Diamond. They try to match me with the group, then rank, it seems like. But there will be occasions where they'll match you outside of group. Dun dun dun. Did I play a lot? Thanks, man. I try. I am not a flawless player when it comes to Shadowverse. And I've been a little bit out of practice, but you know, I hope that at least the videos bring decks to people and, you know, they can have a go of them. They might not always be the best things in the world, but they're pretty solid. Do I play super aggressive here? Probably not, because they've left me on like 12.
Brace yourself.
I can't risk it.
What? You think I shine too brightly? Listen
You
up.
turn up to Unholy, sadly. Yeah, that's sad, because Unholy's like super important.
This burden is mine.
Unholy's a super important card.
This might hurt.
It's almost more important than some of the legendaries.
The greatest weapon we can pass on.
Ouch.
What do we got? We can't go for Griffin yet, which makes me sad. I might have to just radio here, which means I can't Griffin the following turn, but I'm not going to be able to play Griffin with anything anyway, because I'm not going to have an engage next turn. Yeah. We're going to drop that. Just because I don't have Unholy played, and she's going to be the least valuable card here. Always weird for content create. Yeah, not much. Yeah, that's it. There's not a lot you can do with first sets. So I've just tried to cover a little bit of everything. And I tried to get all those out as fast as possible too, so that everyone who has an idea on what craft they want to play can kind of get a feel for what's out there. Early Shadowverse is always a pain like that. Second set, honestly, won't be too much better usually. Like, thinking back to, like, DE, which is when I kind of started Shadowverse originally. There was only so many deck options too, and typically the expansion cards are always going to be a fair bit stronger. We might just go for heal here. We might even set up the extra draw, since we have a guaranteed engage next turn. Super Evolve Griffin brings it to 9, engage brings it to 10, which puts us just 1 damage off lethal. Although we may have to now, we might have to Jane this. Yeah, we're gonna have to Jane this, right? And I mean, that's a pretty good draw. Yeah, I think Janing's our best option, right? Oh, maybe. I'm trying to think. Nah, yeah, we'll go for it. We'll just Jane it. We'll see what they've got next. She showed us still entertaining. That's fair. Dude, that's a while back too. The old Shadowverse streams. Oh, yeah. Actually, I think we've had more of a turnout on YouTube than I've ever had streaming Shadowverse currently. It's crazy. The closest I ever got was I used to have some really old Twitch streams that got like 100 people in, but like getting a consistent 50 odd people turning up on YouTube is crazy to me. So I super appreciate it, everyone who does turn out. 103 cards is massive, yeah. Then I played, I was like, where's the tiny? Yeah. 140 cards is not a lot of cards. Not when they're split up between each craft, too. With the 7 crafts, that's like, not counting neutrals, it'd be a maximum of 20 per craft. So we're looking at what? If you're including neutrals, you probably got like 18 cards per craft, right? Ish. For 7 crafts. That would leave about 14 neutrals. Which I'm sure isn't right. I have to look at the exact number, but... I am fucked, by the way. This is not good. We can double dose this. We are dead to fucking Mecha, I just realized, which probably means this is the wrong play. Because Mecha Super Evolve is 13 damage. So if they have it, and they win it. And this will be my first loss to this in a while. I want to try it. You can literally, if you want to find the deck list really quickly, the very first video on my channel that you're watching on right now, the last video I put up is this deck. And the deck list is in the description there. You can click on the link, it'll take you straight to it.
A trial I must overcome.
I remember more neutrals in set 1 OG Shadowverse. I don't know. I'd have to look and see. Because OG Shadowverse also didn't have many cards. I actually want to know how many do we have? Hang on. Well, not what I meant to go into. What's cards? How many neutrals have we got? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 14 per page. So 20? Yeah. Yeah. Jesus. It's not a lot. Definitely not a lot. What about... So that means the crafts, right, have to be lower than that, don't they? Oh, they have way more pages. Oh, they're not... Sorry, that's not going to be right. Hang on. I need to not show premiums. Hang on. There we go. That's better. 14 plus 2. So, yeah, 16. Sorry. 16 neutrals. Which means the crafts have got to be similar. Right? Well, I guess there's more in a craft. 14. And then, what? 27? Yeah, 27. If that's right. Which it looks right. Because I haven't put premiums in here. Yeah. I can see how that'll add up. We didn't get Goblin. Yeah, no Goblin, man. No Goblin card. Sad. We got no 1-drop neutral, actually. That is kind of sad. Yeah, we got a 10-10 7-drop elephant. Bloody mammoth out here. Quaking Goliath. But at least we got Cocytus. Cocytus is peak. Cocytus is great. Everyone loves Cocytus. Top end of every fucking deck. Every deck that isn't Portal, effectively. Oh, yeah. Hopefully we'll see Goblin. That would be cool. Getting some Goblin cards. I actually want to know what the next set's theme is. Because every deck is usually themed. And things like, are we going to get another Omen set? Because I'd love to see another Omen set. Omens were a lot of fun.
It's a game. Enjoy.
But I could do without ever seeing a, what's it called? Fucking, was it Rage of Bahamut? Fucking Rise of Bahamut? Whatever set that was. That set was fucking awful. Same with Alice set. Oh, Wonderland Dreams, man. Dude. They wanted... Wonderland Dreams has got to be like the worst Shadowverse nearly ever. You look back on that and you go, holy shit, how did they let these cards exist? And then how did they go and nerf every card that wasn't Alice? Forever. They nerfed every card possible except Alice. For a very long time during that meta. I think Blood was hit twice with nerfs to avoid bloody doing too much. Oh, that meta. We got Goblin Spell. Yeah, Goblin Spell. But yeah, if we get another... Alice will exist again. It's just a matter of how hard they focus on Alice being a neutral set. Because Alice was, as a character and as a card, very popular. Dark Alice was pretty cool too. But the actual meta around neutrals is always awful because every deck just feels the same. Because every deck is just neutral spam with like a couple of like engine cards that you run because they synergize with neutrals. It definitely made for a pretty awful meta. We'll go hard on the aggression. Dragon doesn't do a lot super early if it's going to play ramp like this. Which, looking back on what they've played, has just been basically ramp and draw, so... Oh. I gotta pet the cat. He's over there just sitting on the desk. He likes to chill next to the desk and get pets, don't you? Yes, you do. Mr. Kitty. He's just looking at me now. I need to get him like a little cat bed that you attach to the desk. There's some really cool ones that I've seen. This actually isn't really a threat, right? Because like even evoing this doesn't seem worth it. All right, that's a choice. That's a choice that that person made. Alright. I probably could have done something else there, but I don't feel like I needed to. We could have used our play point to do something, like playing just Unholy Vessel if I wanted. I just don't feel like I needed to. Next turn will be more interesting. We don't have a engage for Sacred Griffin, so maybe I do set up the Unholy Vessel. Can I tank a burn? Can I tank that? If I can tank this next play, which I think I can, then I can win on the very next turn. Yeah. Alright. I'm trying to think on what they could do, but there's not a lot turn 8 that I think they can play that would be a threat to us. Unholy clears basically everything possible at this point. And then we play Sacred Griffin. We play Sacred Griffin, Super Evolve. We engage the Vessel. Griffin gains Storm. We win the game. The only thing we have to avoid is them healing more than 1. They can heal 1. Because we're going to go to 9 damage. Forte is not enough on our own. Even with Super Evolve, that's only 15. Not really a threat to me. And even with that burnout, that's only 16. So they're 4 damage short. And then we win. So we Super Evolve Griffin, and then we Unholy Vessel the engage for the Storm gain. Because the Griffin is now protected. There we go. And then we hit him in the face. Every day I got Cocytus in the more I climb low, yeah. Cocytus is a super strong top end for nearly every deck except Portal. There are, I think, literally, so Portal and Sword, I think, are the only 2 crafts. I guess Abyss and Forest, but you're gonna see them far less. Honestly, I've seen Abyss like 5 times in like 50 games, and I've seen Forest like 4 times in 50 games. So like they make up like what? Not even 10% of each craft. Those they're like wait, they're outliers at that point. But every other thing, so Spell Boost Rune, bloody any dragon deck, ramp dragon deck, all the Haven decks always run Cocytus because Cocytus is good, pretty much. Cocytus is just always a good deck when you plan to go long, or you can ramp early. We're seeing more Abyss today than I've seen all since release. Honestly. This is the most Abyss I've seen, which is crazy. Yeah, I need some more early cards. We're going to hold on to Vessel, but if they curve out on me, we might just be screwed. Yeah, 1 copy of Cocytus is good. Yeah, that's it. Even just 1 copy is fine. Unless you're playing Spell Boost Rune, then you probably want 2. I'm not going to lie. Because you want to guarantee have it with Spell Boost. Oh dear. Finally C0. Nice. I'm trying to make it to A. 0 currently. That's where we're at. Which I think are actually making okay progress. I haven't actually really been paying attention. I'm just kind of playing each match as it comes. 3,500. I think we need 36. I think we need 36. Having nothing to play this turn kind of hurts. We'll just go face. Because we can always Guardian of Water next turn. It will suck if they evolve the 4-3. But then it should be harder to deal with the Tiger. Not impossible, just harder. This will destroy all followers, right? Why is Griffin not destroyed? So Super Evolve protects you from the destruction effect. It's not mentioned anywhere clearly, and this is something I only realized after seeing it happen to me. Yeah, turns out anything Super Evolved is just protected from destruction on your turn. On your turn. So yeah, you can Unholy Vessel even past your own like Super Evolved followers to protect them. So then you're fine.
See you on the other side.
We're gonna play a little aggressive again. Why not? It's actually kind of stupid and will probably be really abused later on. When we have more removal cards or board wipey cards and Super Evolve's the thing, yeah.
Never stops.
It's gonna be brutal. Like if we get a Bahamut or something in Dragon, like, or just as a neutral that destroys all cards on field, and you Super Evolve something, it is going to be annoying, for sure. Alright, we can keep healing and clearing, which is good. And we're on equal footing with our Evo points, so I'm okay with that. I do need to drop Unholy Vessel, I think, though, now. Can I eat this damage, or is that going to be a problem? Because I can't lethal them next turn. Yeah, I definitely can't eat the damage. Not with that Super Evolve play. Alright, we're just gonna play all our waters. Yeah, literally immune to, yeah, even from own destruction. Yeah, the Unholy play is crazy. It's kind of dumb. Like I said, it's something I didn't realize until I saw someone do it to me. And then I was like, oh, that's kind of broken. That you can do that. It makes Sacred Griffin able to clear everything with the Unholy Vessel first, so you get a free swing to face. Alright, they went for the Serb play, which is fine. Are they going to go for the Mimi play? Because that would be the smart thing to do. If they go for the Mimi here, I'm actually pretty good. Because if they went for the other one, Coco, the healing, then I was in trouble. We do need a clear now, though. Which may make me forced to use Unholy Vessel. Oh, actually, Sacred Griffin just wins me the game, right? Hang on. Yeah, it does. Oh, it doesn't, because I can't engage. Fuck. I need one more play point to engage. Because this requires engage 1. If I had have had Unholy set up, we would have been good. Sad. Can I clear without using Unholy? Not really. It's kind of a have to moment. Damn it. I mean, we're kind of there next turn, I guess. I don't know if they'll be able to do 9. They can. There's one card that'll do it. If they have triple spell or whatever, then I'm in trouble. Great. Now I'm in trouble because I can't clear this. I really wanted to win this turn. No, I shouldn't have played that. I should have healed. Alright, we're just playing our turn as best we can for now. The odds of us losing are pretty low. The moment that we don't have to deal with a ward, we win.
To kill the monster, be the monster.
Yeah, there we go. That's game. Don't even need to Super Evolve, but just for good measure. And then we engage. And that gives it Storm. There we go. Nice. Okay.
Lord, guide your humble servant.
Oh, promoted back to Ruby. That only took way longer than it should have. Jesus. But yeah, I think are we halfway? Hang on. Are we halfway through this? Yeah, nearly. Nearly halfway through the rank. We're getting there. 2,600. Jesus Christ. You gotta make it to what? 58? Jeez. And then you've got to qualify for A0. So you have to, if it's like B, you got to win 2 out of 4 matches to qualify for rank A. When you qualify into rank B, you got to win 2 matches out of 4. Yeah, Griffin definitely can be MVP. It is very strong. Okay. This is definitely a turn. We are up against another Haven deck though, so we should probably rush out the Tiger. We'll try and get some early damage in. Play a little more aggressively from now on. We'll engage Tiger. We'll see if they do the same. If they copy me, this kind of is going to be painful, but if they don't, we're fine. Okay, they're just straight copying me. Cool. Well, now we copy him. We're just mirroring plays. The only problem is I'm going second. Yeah, that's not fun. Apollo full clear. Better than using my heal that I don't need to use yet. I don't like having to use my Evo there, but it's not like they're leaving me with many choices. They're using Art Puppet Portal. Yeah, Artifact Hybrid is super popular. Although, is it really fair to call it hybrid when it runs like 3 puppet cards? Like, at most you're running like Orchest and the Puppet Theater plus the one Puppeteer guy, right? This may seem bad, by the way. But I'm not leaving an ambush up. I'm not taking any chances with that ambush card. That's not happening. Plus, now we get a 5/5 on board they got to deal with. At least we forced their Evo here. But yeah. We say that that's the top 1 player, right? But does Forest still have the most wins for the top player? Because it was yesterday still. The top player was a Forest win deck. I'm just curious, honestly. I have to take a look after, but yeah. The number 1 deck by wins was a Forest deck. Let's see. Okay, they went wide. Fair enough. We don't have a great counter to them going wide, other than just Unholy and into Guardian, I guess.
It's just my
Purple, yeah, got the Enforcer cards, yeah. This time Orcust Enforcer, that's true, yeah. Dude, fuck me. Having to deal with this over and over again is such a pain. The mirror sucks. It just 2 Iron Fists. Okay. Over 1 Lapis already. Yeah, it's definitely an interesting option. I don't know if I'd run 2 though. I feel like Iron Fist is a one-off just because he's a forced Evo card. He requires Evo to work. Otherwise, he's just kind of mediocre. Okay. We'll just do that for this turn.
Without suffering, there is no glory.
That should at least absorb some damage. We'll see where we're at after. Okay, that's not good. This is gonna hurt a lot. I think I am just screwed. I think I have a shot, it's just not good. I die to literally any storm next turn.
Without suffering,
But I could pressure them into, like, lethal. Basically. Like, I'm gonna get a lot of damage off this. I can't even play the bell ringer if I do this, though. Do I risk it? It's such a risk. Such a gamble. Especially when I know I can't get lethal yet. Fuck, I don't have too many choices. Oh, I can play, actually, hang on. I can play bell ringer because I can extra play point it. That'll work. Okay. We might just put an extra damage on this thing so it has more health too. Not that it needs it, but... We'll leave them on 2. We'll see if they can clear me here. Because they don't get their Lapis again until next turn. So we'll see what they do. I don't quite win. Yeah, especially with that heal, I definitely can't win. Even if I draw a Dark Haven now. I need to draw another Griffin. My second Griffin wins me the game. And now it doesn't. Okay. Now it doesn't win me the game. This is really, really bad. I think I just lose now. Yeah. Maybe I should have played a little more carefully with that one. Because I can't clear this at all. Yeah, drawing Cocytus doesn't even matter. Alright. We're gonna hope they don't have something that just kills me instantly, but I think they just win no matter what, even on board, right? Evo, 3 damage, attack, attack, yeah. It's game. Game on board. Yeah, that's easily lethal, yeah. Unfortunate. It's because they got their Lapis first. They got that first Lapis play, and that really put me behind. I think if I could have landed my Lapis first, it would have been the other way around, and I would have been the proactive play there. Super Evolve 500 times. Just casually 500 Super Evolves. That requires a minimum... I just realized that's a minimum 250 matches, by the way, basically. I guess unless Olivia counts as an extra one. But if it only counts the ones you play from the board, then yeah, 250 match minimum. This is Forest. We'll keep Apollo. And I think I still play aggressively here. Rip the bird version's brutal, yeah. To be fair, that wasn't even super heavy bird. They were running like 2 bird amulets at most there, and everything else was fatigue style. Which I guess is very similar to how bird functions, but... I'm trying to think on what I can do here. Yeah, we'll go for that. Yeah, if I had said so... I've changed things. Maybe. I don't know if it would have mattered. My biggest problem was the fact that Seraph was going to reoccur anyway. So, like, no matter what I cleared, the Seraph summon was going to be brutal. Of course they had to get that now, didn't they? They had to buff this. They had to buff it, you know? They just had to. They couldn't wait a turn before buffing. I was going to go for Apollo, but now I'm thinking Bellringer. Because a 1-3, that when you summon a bunch of 1-1s, is going to be more annoying. I just need to keep my health total high, because if they start roaching me, that's where things get dangerous. Alright, now this is an Apollo clear board. Alright. We'll even make this Apollo a little more tanky while also healing ourselves. Alright, let's see what they do next. Let's see. Come on. Come on, show me what you got. What do you got for me? Okay, fairy. Alright. I screw what this does. Deepwood Bounty, combo 3, destroy this card, select an ally, follow on the field, give it 1-1. Okay. Okay. That's proactive, I guess. Are they gonna Evo over this? That's crazy.
You're funny.
I mean, it makes sense. Because they're basically trying to twist my arm into Apolloing again. And I don't really see another good play here, so
I'm here to spread the love.
I guess we'll just Apollo it. And we'll try and protect the Apollo in case I can use it to Evo next turn. If not, so be it. I don't have another way to remove that would have been any good. Okay, fairy, fairy. Are we gonna see? Okay, worker, that's their roach in their hand.
I'll always watch over you.
Don't look
Yep,
away.
so they are gonna force Evo that.
Them bees ain't got nothing on us hoppers.
Okay, they're generating a bunch of fairies so they can roach play me. Can they 16 hit me from here? I just don't know. With Super Evo, it'll be close, probably. I could Soul Cure, kill that, but then I risk leaving up the fairies, which I don't like. But it would at least give me something.
My staff's a perfect painkiller.
Now, do I Super? Probably, just so I can eat whatever they play.
Sure to sell.
So the only card I'm actually going to be concerned about is Segrin, whatever his name is, the archer guy. I don't want to have to Unholy Pass, because then they just get a free turn to roach me. At least this way, I max heal, I set up a body they have to deal with, then we go from there. Alright, they have double. Cool. This does clog their board a bit, though. They don't have a way to remove their forests on their own now. Trying to think what would be really good now. That's a lot of damage, not gonna lie. Well, I am 90% dead here, I think. Because my turn is basically Unholy Path. Oh, I don't even have enough to do that because I had to engage there. I forgot about that. Yeah, that's fine. We'll see. Do they have another roach with another bit of setup to go? Alright, fairy. At least they haven't played Aria, so these fairies aren't super threatening. Okay, another roach.
Wiggle with your wings.
Oh, they've fully committed to this, eh? Crazy. I really want to draw my water. If I draw a water man, I would be set. Unfortunately, no fucking water. Okay, I can risk it. And by risk it, I mean not play Unholy Vessel and go Soul Cure, Super Evolve, boost it, kill the roach off, leave just the fairies, and a decent statted ward. With it, we will heal 6, so we'll go to 11.
My staff's a perfect.
And I can also set up one of those too.
Rest.
Yeah, I think that's what I want to do here. Because they're out of Evos and Super Evolves. They're out of cards in hand.
Pains to me.
So from here, it's just a matter of us getting the damage we need and holding off. Because they only should have one more roach left. We've killed 2 now. Yeah. So my bet is that we can just outlast at that point. So that's all we needed to do was kill the roach. Which, I mean, is usually how I win those matches.
Oh Lord. Guide
Keep
them
our health
all, servant.
reasonable so they can't just roach me down and then live out every turn. It was only a risk in the fact that if they drew something to straight up remove my card, then I could potentially get lethaled. But I'm trying to think of what they would have had in their deck list for Forest. Also, back-to-back Forest is crazy. This is like that back-to-back Abyss earlier.
My resolve is strong.
We'll hold on to that. And we'll run the rest. That's fine. Cool. We end up redrawing Unholy, which I was 50-50 on throwing. Okay. We don't need that many Unholies, though. I'm not going to lie. That's not okay. We definitely don't need that many. Okay, at least we see water this time. I feel like water is super good into forest. It's even better than going into sword, honestly. Okay. Now I know what I have left, so that's fair. Oh, they're setting up the Godward Staff early though. Okay, I gotta be careful of that. Alright, we have too much draw. Fuck. I don't want to take any damage, and I am in trouble because I am nearly an overdraw. Fortunately, this is going to take a few turns to proc, so... Okay, that's not really problematic at this stage anyway. Where's Apollo, man? Come on, we've drawn that many cards and we haven't seen Apollo. This isn't the best play. But we're going to stop them getting any early damage. We just need to hold out. That's all. If we can hold out, we can start dropping our big stuff. Okay, there's Arya. Okay. Just Arya. Okay. Interesting. Unholy Vessel. We are going to overdraw next turn by a lot. I just realized that. But I don't think we get too many choices. We're just going to hope we don't overdraw Cocytus. That's like the one card I don't want to overdraw. Not that I think Cocytus is needed against Forest, but... you can't really lose much without getting cheesed. Yeah, that's it. Arya is a little bit of a problem because it does give him more ways to deal damage. But if they keep playing the way they've been playing, we just have to outlast until we can start dropping our big cards and just keep clearing them. And as long as I heal here and there, we're good. Like, next turn, we could pretty easily play Guardian, wipe their board, heal. Although, I do kind of want that thing dead, the 5/5, so maybe I Super Evolve instead of Normal Evolve. That way I wipe, heal, and retain a ward. Dude, they were... yeah, okay. That was definitely something. We also get to set up our 2-drop amulet here, so now we have a continuous heal. So I want to retain the 6/6 ward, because wards really just mess with them. So the only thing I'm concerned about is their 7-drops. Which Olivia isn't a great thing to have to face down. If they don't evo it, it's great. I'm not going to lie, but... if they evo the Olivia, then I have to... I'm going to have to counterplay this with the Jane or something. Yeah, they're going hard on damage. This is not going to go well. Because I have to full clear this no matter what. And of the cards I have to commit to a Jane play with the Super Evo for the ward. I need a big ward. Oh, this is bad. Not how I wanted to use that. Unfortunately, the Evo on the fucking thing is just one off the Jane kill. Let's see if they... yeah, okay. I think they're gonna roach kill me here right now. Yeah, definitely. Right? Yeah, so now they just have to play roach. Roach plus Evo is 9. Yeah, there it is. Yep, that was the problem. They put down too many threats that I just had to deal with, so I couldn't put out my healing in time. Damn it. Fucking Olivia, man. If I didn't have to deal with that Olivia that turn, it would have been okay. Because I would have been able to heal. Fuck's sake. Just that I think it was just that Olivia play was the biggest fuck, like... because the Olivia play got them 5 damage on face. Bloody brutal.
It's a
Comes death.
Yeah, this is sword. We really need some lower cards. Apollo's pretty good. Water's also pretty good. Also, my mouse is dying, apparently. The computer's just like, hey, your mouse is dying. Better put that on charge, wherever that charger is. There it is. Somewhere back here, near the capture card. There we go. I actually haven't even got to use that yet. I got a new, Elgato 60X, bloody... Or HD 60X. 4K pass-through for the Switch 2. So I was like, I need something for Switch capture at some point. That I haven't even really got to mess with. I set it up and then I haven't used it yet. Because we'll do stuff with the new Pokemon game and that as well. Smaller streams and stuff. There's actually a lot coming out that period. The new Digimon game comes out around then too, which is going to be pretty fun. I'm looking forward to that. This is kind of fucking miserable. We'll just limit how much damage we're going to take then. Pass. I don't want to Apollo here. Because I want to Apollo on the wider board. What can I get away with now? Well, it's not... It's got to be the Apollo, unfortunately. Luckily, we have the Guardian to still pick this up, but I got to kill the 5. We can't leave a 5-5 up. It's too much damage. Okay. This is, like I said, this is the worst matchup for me so far. I think, like I said, I got like a 30% win rate against Aggro Sword, which isn't great. Yeah, they just went super aggro too. God, I hate this, because now what? I either eat this fucking damage and risk them buffing the shit out of it, and I take even more damage. Fuck. Or I sacrifice another fucking Evo, which is probably the play, because I don't want to take this damage at all. I really hate it though. At least I have Unholy Vessels next turn, which should give me a complete clear if they go wide. Having double of those is such a pain. Yeah, there we go. They're going to go super wide. Cool. That's good. That's a lot of cards to spend for no value for them. Alright, so now they got to make a play. Turn 7. What are they playing? Okay, that's a pretty good play, I'm not going to lie. Oh, fucking oath. Another one. Third fighter, dude. Jesus.
It's just my ego.
I'm actually going to leave the 5-5 alive. I'm more scared of this giving barrier to stuff.
Stay strong.
Okay.
Most who take the high road wind up
Bane, not surprised. At least we set up the vessel now. We are going to have to take this damage that's going to hurt, but hey, what are we going to do? Oh, I feel like I've had to use so many resources to deal with these fighters. Just these fighters alone have been a nightmare.
The Lord Commander.
There's a Zaconia. No Evo on that though. Not too surprised, I guess.
Just wasn't enough.
It's just my ego.
Okay, we'll go for that again. They're going to go for the Albert, right? Well, maybe not now. They might hold off. Yeah, fighter's crazy. The Geno play, okay, fair enough. I can't pull off the Cocytus, can I? I am 1 damage out of range of just straight up being lethaled by Albert. Fuck. I think I commit though. Like, if I Unholy Vessel Cocytus... Oh, it's so gambly. I could take the safe route and I could just like wipe and then Soul Cure, but then I still gotta face down a fucking Albert play, right? But then I guess I could follow up the Albert play with the Cocytus play, but then if I'm facing double Albert, I'm really screwed. Because Cocytus will eat the entire turn. Fuck. And they'll put me within lethal range after that anyway. Fuck it. Alright, we're gonna commit to Cocytus.
Not all is lost.
I don't even think I need to Evo the Cocytus though this time. I think I can just leave him as is. Fuck. Because Albert's one-off lethal.
Most who take the high road
Okay, this is not great, but also it could be worse. I mean, it's not good. Because I think I just fucking lose. Jesus Christ. Let's see if we can draw something. That's pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. It's not enough though, I don't think, because we die to the Albert still. Because Albert is 1 damage off lethal. And I can't clear 4 things, I can only clear 3. With that. Fuck.
My staff's a perfect painkiller.
How can you stand heaven's hubris?
Do you reckon this will do it?
Bang.
Will this protect me enough?
Beef the aches and
Like I said, I only need to live.
My oath is
I only need to live long enough. Will this protect me enough? I think it does, from an Albert play. I'm just trying to avoid Albert lethal. Like, with every fiber of my being, I want to avoid getting lethal by Albert. Because they have to have it. It's been like 3 turns that they've been setting up for it, trying to get me low enough. And now I've set up a 13-13 they've got to face down. And with Purgatory, we can potentially just lethal them. We can do 19 damage through 2 wards with 6 health or less. With Purgatory. Okay, Geno, that's fine, honestly. Evo Geno, that's good. That's good. This is huge. They're gonna fill their board, and now they can't ward me out, right? Oh wait, they killed the big guy, right? With Geno. Fuck, that is bad, actually.
I lacked foresight.
To the shores of victory.
Fuck. Second Purgatory. It's not Purgatory. I can't even, like, Soul Cure. Damn it. Silent Rider doesn't feel worthwhile. Oh, but I can't Silent Rider into it either way. I think I just lose. Yeah, I think I just lose here. Well, obviously I lose to Albert, but I think I now just lose to Geno. Because I can't clear it. Because I can't get rid of both wards in time. Yeah, fuck. I'm just dead. I guess if I want to try and live, it's got to be a Soul Cure.
Perfect painkiller.
And then that's going to have to engage. Kill off that.
My oath is
Like I said, I'm dead to like fucking heaps of things, but at least I'm not dead to board this way, I think. Oh, I'm still dead to board, actually. Super Evo. Yeah, I'm dead. Alright. Damn it. We held out for so long, we just couldn't get there.
the hour of reckoning approaches.
Not all
The 2 little wards, man.
to the shores of victory.
Trial I must overcome.
That's so unfortunate. They were holding that Albert for so long, too. Like, so long. That's so unlike, dude. I have the worst win rate against Sword imaginable. I've got to be at, like, under 30% now, by far. Aggro Sword. Okay, first. At least there's a lot of variety on ladder, I will say.
You look
Initially, I was feeling like I was always fighting a lot of Sword, Dragon, and Portal, and I still fight a lot of those, don't get me wrong. But we're definitely seeing more of a mix of Haven, we're seeing Forest a lot more, and Abyss is getting thrown in as well. Come over here, Mr. Kitty. Oh, big boy. Big boy. What are you doing? Hey? You say hello? Yeah? Oh, you want to go now? Okay. Off you go. Grouchy kitty. And you're going to come and sit right back there immediately. You just don't want to cuddle, you grumpy bum. I might play some Portal shortly. We'll mix it up a bit. We'll see if we can get a better run going with Portal. I would say Portal's the only other deck that... Well, I'm pretty consistent with the... What's it called? Fuck. I'm pretty consistent with Ramp Dragon too, but Portal and Haven so far have showed me the best results.
I'll always watch over you.
Yeah, this is another Amulet Haven. Dude, I fucking hate Amulet Haven. Like I said, I don't find it fun. I don't find Amulet Haven fun at all. The bird summons and shit just annoy me more than anything. Fuck's sake. The extra play point there gives them so much advantage.
Here. Rest.
To just get a free 5 damage on me? Oof. Try Fox over Belria. Fist over Radio. Yeah, should fix Sword. That's probably what I'll have to do. But it's sad that I have to change just those for that matchup. Fist is pretty solid, don't get me wrong, but the Bellringer swap could be a little brutal for other matchups. Yeah, this is pretty straightforward, I think. We'll see. But yeah, Sword is the only matchup I have bad at the moment. Because at least Spell Boost runes a coin flip. That's fine. Like, I'll take a 50-50. But yeah, I definitely got to try something because the Sword matchup's brutal. Okay, we're seeing a lot of summons. That's a bit of damage. Is there a good way to clear this that isn't just Unholy Vessel? Not really. Problem is I've taken way more damage than I want to take here. And they now just have a free turn to drop their own vessel if they want. Alright, statue. They're setting up then. We have Tiger, which is fine. We're gonna drop this for healing.
Rest.
Might even make it a little bit bigger. And then we'll just play from there. I just want to heal. They can, okay, they can't Jane me here, but they can Lapis me. Okay. Is that okay? I think that's okay.
Nap time.
Because I think I now get a pretty okay play.
Fear not the god's absence.
Not the best play in the world, but I think this is fine. I go big or go home here, I think. We invest everything we have into Big Tiger, and we hit him in the face for 9. So they're going to do something similar here with Jane. Probably Jane Super Evolve. Oh no, they're going to... Okay, that's good. Divine Thunder. That's fine, actually. We already got a big damage turn, and that was the main thing I was after. And we ate one of their bird plays. Nice. Okay. I completely fuck with that. I misplayed. Whoops, that wasn't what I meant to click. I was meant to engage the other one. Let's just dump those here.
Bestow fair judgment. Here's the booster.
Alright, let's set up with that. That is both super evolves, but we've still got a normal evolve. We have enough removal to clear out their super evolves. We are going to eat this, which I completely forgot about, so that was kind of dumb. I think we're now dead to Eagle, right? To Griffin. Okay, not Griffin. Not good, but not Griffin. 7, 8, 9, 14, 15. Yeah, that gets some lethal, no issue. Okay, does it anyway. Yeah, I should have played Jane or something and healed. That was dumb on my part. I forgot about the fucking Seraph summoning. It's a bit dated already. Yeah, that's unfortunate. It was doing really well too. The first couple of days compared to the last like 24 hours. It's the real problem with the meta shift at the moment. Like, I think this is the first deck I've got 50 odd wins with though. First craft at least. Let me actually take a quick look at that. It tells me on my profile here. Yeah, 52. My next closest at the time was Dragon as I was climbing. This deck did... I went from like 3 wins with Haven, 4 wins with Haven down here when I did my first video. I think it was 5 or 6 wins actually. Right up to 50 without much issue. In like the span of 48 hours. It's just a pity that people are kind of playing around that now. A little more. But yeah, I think I just need to pick up more into Portal. These are my group. They even give you group stats. I like this shit. This is really cool. So I only got like 5,000 points out of Sapphire. Most of my points have been acquired from Ruby. And I've got a decent chunk from Topaz now. But I haven't bothered to top out into Diamond yet, unfortunately. Because I play too much random stuff. And I'm too much in getting into a hole. Also, my Mecha Portal deck isn't optimal. I wish I could run more Orcus, but I only have one. So, same reason I haven't made a Puppet build yet. Because Orcus is one of the few cards I haven't got more than one of. Which is unfortunate. I was hoping to make it to A0 this stream, but I just don't think that's going to happen right now. I'll definitely make it tonight, but I don't want to stream too long today. We're not going to go crazy long.
We have much to
I want to try and get in some Marvel Rivals for a little bit shortly, while some of my mates, some people that I've been playing with are on. I actually don't hate this, but we're up against Sword, so... We are going first, so that makes that a little worse. Fuck it. We'll dump it all and we'll see what we get. Okay. It's not great. Yeah, it's a menace. Yeah, it's a pain. Let's go on a streak. Yeah, I need a fucking streak at this point. I do like this deck though. This deck's a lot of fun. It's not super hard to play, honestly. If you weren't familiar with card games, it can be a bit tricky, I guess, but... The actual fusion mechanic is pretty straightforward. It's literally just more about the cost than about what you're fusing. Okay. Yep, they don't want to take that damage either. That is a fair thing to do.
I'm armed for a freaking circus.
You do have to be careful of your hand stack, which is why I'm doing that fuse there, so that I don't overstack my hand. I usually like to keep my hand at 7 or 8 cards. On average, especially when I know I'm going into Artifact Cannon next turn. And I think because this is Sword I'm going up against, I'm gonna focus on Gamma. Whoop. Don't want to do that. Hang on. I'm gonna focus on Gamma Fusion instead. And I think that gets me full clear as well right now. There we go. And then we can tempo swing Sylvia next turn if we need to. Okay, we're not going to tempo swing Sylvia. Doomright sounds like the option because that clears.
follow me.
There we go.
I lacked foresight.
Okay.
Victim
Okay.
is yours.
Fair enough. Just instant concede once Gamma hits the board.
Confirming target neutralization.
Sick. I'll take it. Alright, let's see what we got here. Haven. Yeah, see, this is where things might fall apart. This is definitely the tougher match for Portal.
We have much to discuss.
It's a game. Enjoy yourself.
Actually, we're on the slower side here with this, so let's go with that. That's actually not bad. If we're running on the slower side, we just need to draw like something to do on turn 2, and then we're good. Because Kitty Cannoneer on turn 3 would be fine. That's a pretty okay draw.
Spark of inspiration.
I like to hold off fusing until I absolutely have to as well. Because I want to keep it in case I draw my cannon. Okay, so we are going to have to fuse next. Which is fine. Because we're going to want to play Runica. Oh, do we want to play Runica? Runica is pretty good. Runica gives us 2. So we're going to have to at least fuse those off. And then I am going to have to fuse whatever I get out of her. We might actually make the ward one as well, just in case. And then we'll just hit the face and we'll leave this up. The Apollo's not a big threat here, even with Evo point. If they want to Evo, they can go for it. I don't care. Okay, that's nasty though. That's fucked up. My options are now way more limited. It's gotta be Absolute Gamma. Yeah, Absolute Gamma it is. So Doomright Ward,
Artificer dons their mask.
Evo, summon Gamma,
Trajectory calculated.
which does give me full clear, so I'll take it. We do have to fuse off, so let's just we'll go for the Storm one. Hang on, the Rush one. Sorry. Okay. Now what are we gonna see? We're gonna see play point removal.
I'm here to
Okay,
spread the
Apollo.
love. I'm
Apollo.
here to spread the love.
Evo Apollo. Okay.
What?
I mean,
Shine
it's a play.
Impressive.
I don't know if I call it good or not, but it's a play. Okay, let's think real quick. What have we got? Sylvia isn't really viable yet, not unless I fuse off more stuff, which I should do anyway, I think, at this point. Sylvia solo Evo clears and sets me up pretty well here, I think.
This land is both
So we'll
cradle
draw.
and grave.
And we'll just do that for now. 7/7 isn't super easy to remove. If they have to chalice this, that's a good way to force out their removal early. I was looking for Rami or something, which I didn't find.
My evening.
If I get Ramia, I would have been alright.
You stand on sacred ground.
Okay, that's one way to do it, I guess. Do I have a way to remove you now? Oh, okay, that's annoying. I have to get rid of this. I can do 3 damage with this, which we're gonna do. I could super evolve Ironheart. I really hate wasting the super evolve, but I gotta get rid of this. This thing is massive.
Only ransom I take is blood.
At least this way, I can do something.
I don't miss.
I mean, this gets us there, at least.
It never a tough luck.
Um,
For this.
Change doesn't scare me anymore.
now, do I care about making the masterwork yet? Or can I wait? I think it can wait, so we're gonna make another... Do we make another B or do we make another Y? I think we make another B for the next turn play. We'll make another beta instead of gamma. Okay, this is gonna work out fine, I think. Yep, that's perfect. It's not, okay, it's not perfect because I need to free up more board spots. But it's fine. I don't know which the summoning order is, but I'm hoping it's this way. I'm hoping it's the selected order. We'll see. It is not. It is hand order. Okay. Not as good, but that's fine. We put him in lethal range nearly. If we stick anything to board here and they can't out-heal, we win.
Well, I
Yep.
tried.
Okay. There you go. Would have been even closer if I could have guaranteed not playing that, but I don't think you can lock in 2 if you've only got those. So maybe I would have had to try and do it a different way for my hand size. That's fine though. I mean, 2 wins already. I'll take it. That's pretty nasty. I'm not gonna lie. Oh. All right. What do we got?
We have much to discuss.
Okay, double Realmia.
My friend?
Not what I want to see yet. Okay, this is better. Like I said, I wish I had another Orcust. I'd run at least 2. 3 would probably be good too. I've looked at a few different builds. If I could run 2, I'd be happy. I'm actually tempted to look. I need to look at more builds for this deck because this deck is solid. I don't know if I've made a video on this one yet too. I don't think I've done an updated Portal deck. I don't think I have. So maybe this could make an alright video. I need something for tomorrow, so that's good. This could work out okay.
I would give anything.
This would actually cover my video for tomorrow, which would be nice. If I can get that gameplay here today, that would be awesome. Yeah, I think we still commit to the kitty here. We're gonna get some good damage.
The perfect
I need Realmia. Yeah, Realmia's OP as fuck. Right, you can literally build the budget version of this, which is just 3 Realmia, and then anything else that is like portal based, and be fine. Even the optimized version is like Orcus Realmia and like no other legendaries, so you can get away with some pretty cool stuff. Okay, that's good. This actually lines up really nicely too. So we're going to have plenty to fuse, and we're going to have plenty to go with. I don't know if like Doomrite is better though. Probably not, because then I don't get the value out of it. So they're going to wipe, which is fine. We're going to clear as well though. We're going to retaliate with our own clear. Alright, there we go. Let's go for Beta first. I don't think Gamma is super necessary here, and if it is, we can always force a Gamma. Not that I want to force a Gamma, but actually I think we make Gamma no matter what with Doomrite, so we're actually fine. Unless we decide we're going to fully commit to damage. Oh, another Doomrite actually. Ooh. Please. I need to clear this, so... Yeah, I think we do this. Because then we clear. We evo that, summon B, and Beta. I lost the next one just say people have gotten better playing it, that's true. People have got a lot better at playing it. A lot more people are focusing more on getting the damage from the betas than actually going for the big mecha combo. Where the big mecha combo is more of like just a nice thing you can do. And it really helps if you are just focused on more aggro playstyle. But you get more damage in. Okay, that's fair. And that's fine. I really need a death rate or whatever it is. Oh, Realmia does it though. Realmia does the exact same thing, so that's fine.
The curious artificer dons their mask.
Trying to debate on what I want to fuse into here. I mean, I have to fuse this, so we'll do this either way.
This might hurt.
Okay.
Possibility.
I'm trying to think. We'll kill it. I was debating, but I think this is okay. We have so many ways to lethal them now that it's not going to matter. Orcus, Realmia, like, we've got so many good options that it doesn't really matter what we do. Because they have to clear.
I only read on the clock.
And I mean, this is a pretty good start to clearing.
You would take my hand. Mother! Father! You will be mine for
Now, do I win with Orcus Soup? I don't think so, right? That's a fucking annoying though. I think I have to Orcus this.
I lost my strengths and gained a heart. Let down your guard.
I mean, I think Orcus is fine. Yeah.
I want to be heard. Let down your guard.
So we have to drop the barrier first. So we'll do that.
Already?
Oh, sorry, Bane just straight out kills. Holy shit. What? I thought she was under a barrier. She was. I didn't realize that just full kills. That's dumb as fuck. Okay. Alright, whatever. I wanted to get the extra 1 damage because I wanted to go for lethal next turn, but sure. I mean, they're going to concede. Oh, not Erdi. Erdi's like the worst one. Erdi's the worst legendary. Like, you can get away with like one of her, but I'm not a fan. She makes me so sad. Dude, talk about a fucking instant win streak though. You start playing this deck and you pull off 3. Alright, portal into portal.
We have much to discuss. Determining target
Don't hate this hand at all, this is fine. But yeah, I think I'll cover this deck for tomorrow's video. I think that's what I'll do. And then, like I said, on Tuesday I'll have like a week in review type video go up, I think. It'll probably be, it won't be any crazy views or anything, I don't reckon. Not unless everyone wants to turn out for it. So it'll probably be one of the least viewed videos out of the last week, which is fine. It's gonna be brutal the next like 3 weeks as I try and work out what we're gonna do content wise. Because there's gonna be very few decks I can cover without just repeating videos, which is kind of annoying. Because there's only a handful of decks left to cover.
Looking for a spark of inspiration.
Which is unfortunate. And while the meta will continue to evolve, it's going to be very small changes from here on out.
Dude, watch the thingamajig.
Because the incremental changes just won't take place now.
Only ransom I take is blood.
We're actually going to be playing on the back foot here because of that puppet play too.
Doesn't scare me anymore.
So we might actually lose this match. They might force me into having to make Gamma, and I don't want to make Gamma.
Dude, watch the thingamajig.
We'll see how this plays out though. But yeah, I can't think of too many more videos to make. Like outside of, like I said, small incremental changes, small updates, there's really not anything insane to work on. Because I've only got a couple of decks left that I can cover. There aren't just going to be update videos. Yeah, turn 5, right? Okay.
The curious artificer dons their mask.
Fuse that. We'll make a beta. I get a feeling like they're going to counterplay me by just doing the same thing. But I'm just going to play my curve out and hope that they don't. That's all I can do here. We need to try and start taking the lead, so... Their other option would be like Doomrite, I guess. That would also could be pretty bad for me. Yeah, it does pick that up. That's crazy. Oh dear. Come on. What do you got? Show me what you got. Okay. That's interesting. Do they have enough fusions that they can kill my entire board though? Because this is going to be a little harder to do now with that. He's going to hope for good RNG on these 2 hits too. I'm hoping he hits the 4-6 next. Yep, good. Okay, another hit on the 4-4 now. Oh, damn it. That's unfortunate. Yeah, they don't make full clear. That's what I thought. That's so unfortunate. Turn 5. I need a play that's good. Do I just start setting up the Ralmir play? I think I do.
Change doesn't scare me anymore.
I think we just go for it. We get the early damage and we set up Ralmir. How many cards do I have? Okay, that's enough. Because we don't get Ralmir next turn, but we do get it the turn after. I need, like... Yeah, I need, like, a couple more.
This might hurt.
We're gonna go triple beta,
Just loving someone
by the
will
way.
keep them safe.
Okay. We'll see what they do. We'll see.
Change doesn't
Do it. Yeah, I want to do a Puppet Portal deck, but I need 2 more Orcusts. I only have 1 Orcust, and it's not enough for Puppet Portal. That is one of the few decks that I have left that I can do.
Trajectory.
I just wish I had 2 more. I don't have the vials yet to do that.
someone will keep them safe.
I put them into the Abyss deck, which I do kind of regret to some degree, but at least that means I've covered every craft to some degree too, so...
Impressive.
Too upset. Another Fuse? Yeah. Okay.
Am I stronger?
Deathrite? No. Damn it. What can I actually do here?
I'm armed for a freaking circus.
Okay.
For you, dear, I would give
This is definitely something.
Am I stronger?
Okay. If either of these stick, we win. They won't stick, I can guarantee you they won't. But if they did, we win.
Your mentor.
There's no way they leave up one of these bodies, right?
For a freaking circus.
There's no fucking way they leave up one of these bodies, right?
This might hurt.
Because either body here wins me the game.
To make your
It'll be exactly 14. Oh, although they're probably going to heal off this, aren't they? At the end of your turn, restore 1. Dude, that's fucked.
Eat my stardust.
Do I have to worry about being killed next turn? I don't think so.
I don't miss.
Okay, I'm done. Lol.
Bang, bang, bang. Just one down. That one heal off of Udi is crazy. Yeah, Runecraft is a lot of fun. That was the first craft I tried. Runecraft was a lot of fun. I just wish it was a little bit like better consistency-wise. If I played it differently, maybe I'd be able to get it more consistent. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think it matters what they do now. The only real issue is Ralmir, and I don't think they're going to do that. Especially not now that I see an Orcust here. So they're going to heal +1, and then I'm going to Ominous Artifact them for lethal. They literally just saw me summon 3 Ominous Artifact Bees, which means I have 3 in my hand.
I don't miss.
I want to be heard. Let down your guard.
So they just lose to me hard playing one.
I was just ripping up.
But I guess they did have to clear. So... Yep, there you go.
I won't give up.
But yeah, I'm not an Udi fan, unfortunately. There we go. Nice. Alright, I am going to take a quick break. Just going to go to the toilet and I'll be right back. Okay. Let's continue off this win streak, eh? Oh, alright. Let's do it. Let's hope for some guard run, eh? I mean, we're already on a 4, so... I mean, I'll take it. Okay, Runecraft. Oh, okay.
We have much to discuss.
Not really a fan of any of this for this matchup here, really. Let's just hope for some draws. Yeah, that'll work. It's not perfect. It's definitely slow, but we're up against Runecraft, so I kind of want a way to do some stuff, I think. So we'll see. We'll see if we can win this or if we're going to lose it. We'll find out in a minute. We'll see how badly this goes. Okay. It's not really what I wanted, but hey, at least we have Ralmir now.
Special assignment today.
Dun dun dun. Okay, it's not great, but sure. It's at least a turn 2 play. I almost want to save Miriam for turn 4, but I kind of want to use Runica anyway, so maybe I just play the Miriam anyway.
Be at your back.
Get the 2 cards out of it. Plus, they don't get their Evo yet, so
Scare me anymore.
we got time. Although now I kind of want to Doomwrite next turn. Which I probably will. Doomwrite's better than Runica here. So holding the play point was the correct idea. Plus, they don't get Evo till next turn. We're probably going to see, what's-her-face come down anyway. We'll see Grey and Anna. Anna and Grey. She'll get dropped. Okay, that's one way to do it, I guess. Okay, I have to fuse before I make this play because I got too many cards. There we go. There we go. We start focusing on damage. Oh, don't want to do that yet. We just start making B artifacts. I wonder if I can pull it off again soon. It's definitely doable.
Trajectory calculated.
Next turn's where things get interesting, I think.
Don't forget to review.
So I can create another B artifact very soon. If I go like Runica plus artifact recharge, Runica should be enough to keep me clearing their board for now, and then I can just go into Doomwrite on the following turn, or Ralmir on the following turn.
Defeat is not an option.
Okay, so they're gonna have to ram the 6/6 into the 4/1, surely. Because you're not gonna pass that. Yeah. There was no way you were gonna pass that. This isn't good, because what I wanted to do now changes quite a bit. Can I afford to do it? I think so, because I think I still get the same outcome.
Don't move.
I get the same outcome, which makes this fine. Because they don't get what's-her-name yet either. They don't get Kun yet, which I'm fine with. So next turn we Doomwrite for another 6 damage. Puts them very close to our lethal range for turn 8. Or turn 7 in this case. Well, no, it can't be turn 7 because we're not going to have enough. We're not going to have enough artifacts for that. Which I think is still fine.
Follow me.
This might seem weird. It's definitely weird. I don't think I can. I was very tempted to go for that 1 damage because I think it could get me close to lethal.
To the edge of what's known.
Okay, there's the Kun play. So now it makes me decide, do I want to Ralmir here or do I want to play Sylvia? Sylvia Super Evolve should clean up most of the board here. Without any issue.
Crawl like the vermin you are.
The real problem is we're just so close to lethaling. Like, we're 3 damage off lethal. It's just a pity I can't get there this next turn. So I think Sylvia has to come down.
This land is both cradle and
Okay.
grave.
So we get rid of these.
This might hurt. Ambition, desire, guilty.
Does get us close. I don't think Playpoint gets me anywhere, right? It doesn't do anything here. No, it just doesn't. That's unfortunate. Damn it. Dude, we are so close. If I could have got a few more gears early, I would have been right.
The spark of knowledge.
Damn, now they're going to heal. I mean, healing does waste a fair bit of their play points, so I think I'm okay with that. Especially if Sylvia gets to stay up, but I doubt it. They've got to have removal, right? They got to have the 1-drop removal card, surely. Yeah, Stormblast. There you go.
It is what it is.
Okay. I don't think I can afford to just pass this, right? With what I want to do. Can I? Hang on. 3, 6, do that, do that. No, because the Kun will kill me. Because Kun is 5 damage plus 2 is 7. I need to heal. That's so annoying. We're so close. We're so close, yet so far. Damn it. You know the worst part? The thing I wanted to do, I can't do because I'm going to overdraw. Too many artifacts. I would have to clean out most of my hand first. Which would require me going to 9 play points, right? I think that gets me there. Okay, that, plus that, plus that.
Change doesn't scare me anymore.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't miss. You cannot touch craftsmanship.
There we go.
Don't forget to review.
Alright, that keeps me out of lethal range. Because I bet you they have the Kun. They have to, right? They have to have the follow-up Kun, surely. Surely they've got it. I didn't do all that for nothing. Like, I'm sure they've got it. But now we set up our Ralmirs to provide us small amounts of healing as well. So even if they do something here, at least we can Ralmir, get some damage and heal. It's only really a problem if they drop, like, Kun into Kun or something. The hope is they just don't have the removal play. If they can't clear most of this, I think we just win off it, which is fine. Because we're going to get so much value out of what we have. Okay, Williams, yeah.
Dude, watch the thing.
Fuck's sake. Exact William too. Damn. And now I can't deal with their board, so this is going to end me, unfortunately.
Give up.
Fuck's sake. Because what can I do now? Now that I don't have Evo. Like enough for Evo, sorry. Yeah, I think I just lose. Because Runica doesn't... Runica gets me the clear. Okay, Runica gets rid of this, which is the problem. Okay, Runica
This burden is mine to bear.
into what, though? 'Cause we're going to Evo her.
Calculated.
Hope is the greatest weapon we can pass on.
We're gonna need to do something to not die to this. Oh, because Kun is going to kill us next turn, right? Yeah, for sure. Damn. There isn't enough play points to make another play either. I guess Ward, but even then it's not enough. Because 3 heal isn't going to do it, because we're just going to get run over.
Follow my lead.
If they have the Kun, they win. If they have the 10 play point Kun, they win the game. I mean, if they have Dimensional Shift Kakaitis, they kind of win the game.
Wings be at your back. Ready, Graham? Right
Okay.
behind you, man.
That's not good, but hey. It's better than being dead now.
Special assignment today.
So there is that. I think we still lose, though, because I only have Ram play now. This is all I have.
Eat my stardust.
And I'm dead to their board.
Only ransom I take is blood.
It's really unfortunate. Oh, all that to try. Yeah, nice to see you. It's been a while. Oh, I've done sprinkles of content in between the last few years, but dude, channel was pretty much dead up until this release. Alright, that's fine then. We won 4, we lose 1. Like, this is a fine outcome. Everything was still S tier too, which is kind of wild. I think we have time for 1 or 2 more games. I'll run us for about 3 hours. 3 to 4 hour streams is about where I want to be, I think, for most of my streams. We will have longer ones here and there, but it won't be consistently longer. That way I'm not burning myself out streaming all day, every hour, you know.
I long for sights
That way we just take it a bit chill. Forest, though. This could be a tough one. We'll see. I might have to lean more into the Gamma defensive style. Also, he's got one of the Grandmaster ones. That's a nice Grandmaster sleeve too.
I'm armed for a freaking circus.
We actually have an okay hand though. This isn't too bad at all. It is on the slower side, but I don't think I mind that. Like, we're only slowly generating cards, but we can always Miriam. We've also got Ironheart, so I can just set up my board pretty much next turn.
Only ransom I take is
Like this.
for a freaking circus.
So that gets us to 8. 8 cards in hand. What do they got? Forest Guardian, okay. That thing's a little annoying, but I think it clears though. Oh, not quite, right? Yeah, not quite. Like, it clears with the attack, but doesn't clear on its own, which is good. Turn 5. Do we just go for it? I think we just... yeah, I think we just go for it. Fuck it. What do we got to lose other than everything? It's such a hard tempo play. Like...
Trajectory calculated.
And if these stick, they do so much work for us. Like, we've already got them down to 12. That's a pretty nice spot to have them at. So he's going to have to start clearing again, which is fine. Okay, Crystal and Lily is fine. Okay, not great. Not great outcome. We could go for the Sylvia Evo play, although we are a little tight on hand space now, so it might not be the best option. Ironheart clears, generates some artifacts, maybe?
Only ransom I take is blood.
Oh, maybe even Runica here, actually, could be good with Evo. Yeah, maybe Runica
This burden is mine to
instead.
bear.
I think it's still fine to go for that first one, but I think Runica's better. Because we just use the summoned artifact to clear the 3, and then we just clear out the 1/1 with that 5, and we stick some damage to board. And then we just send a quick fusion so that we don't overcrowd our hand and pass. This will allow us to set up for Rumia or Death Rat if we get it. Death Rat. I think that's fine. And it forces another board state that they kind of have to deal with, because they don't want to take any more damage. They're already in a pretty bad spot here, and if they have to take another, like, 5 to face, they won't be too happy. Dude, a second fucking Lily, though. Dude. This dude got so lucky. Yeah, I have to Gamma. This is going to be really bad. Please give me some way to Gamma. Without having to hard play it, ideally. Because if I have to hard play it, I have to super evolve it into this, and that's going to hurt. And we drew no way to deal with it. So, Sylvia instead, actually. That'll work. Oh, we are overdrawn, though, so I can't play Sylvia for that unless I fuse, which I think is fine. We just fuse away cards. We'll make more beta, and then we'll go for the Sylvia. Sylvia is such good removal, after all.
This land is both cradle and grave.
Yeah, there's the Realmia. That's what I wanted. So we kill that. We kill that.
I don't miss.
Doesn't really matter. And then we hit the other thing over there, and we leave up just the water.
Guilty.
Looking for a
Okay.
spark of inspiration.
And now we're setting up for the Realmia play. Well, we can either go for... I think we can only go for a ward, right? Yeah, Gear of Remembrance. So we can go beta ward for damage.
Dude, watch the thingamajig.
Are they going to be able to clear this 8-8, by the way? Because if they don't, they do just die to the Realmia. Because they're out of fucking play. They got 2 play points to deal with this. Super Evolve doesn't do it on its own without buffs, right? Now it does. Okay, there they go. Yeah, they found it. Now I'm in big trouble because now I'm fucking dead to board. Fuck's sake. I really needed a Gamma, man. Fuck's sake. I can't even make a Gamma here, can I? I can, but it's going to be bad. I hate having to make a Gamma this way. But I don't think I get a choice. Because even with this, I'm not full clearing. Yeah, I'm not full clearing with this.
My stardust.
Trajectory calculated.
This is enough to at least clear,
Activating
like,
heat ray.
3 out of 4. I think I'm dead to a roach play, which is probably what's coming next. Really unfortunate, because I didn't want to lose this. I really wanted this to be another win. This has got to be their roach play, right? Although, yeah, roach play might get them there. I'm trying to think. Yeah, with the 0 cost, I think you get there. You got 4 damage here. You've got a recurrence on Roach here. If they make one more card, like a 1-drop play, and then they play Roach, and then they return Roach and replay Roach, I think they get there pretty handedly, because their combo's at 3 now. What's that? 4 damage on Roach, right? We'll see. We'll see. Do they have Roach? Like, surely you have Roach here. Okay, they just hard played that removal. That's crazy. I don't think I can lethal them is the problem. At least not next turn. I'm gonna have trouble, like, just clearing them, let alone lethaling them. No Roach. That's so weird. I mean, they're gonna get lots of draw, so the odds of having Roach now is fairly high. I am now fucked, though. Because I can't clear this. I can clear one of this. At best. Like, that's the best I can do is clear one. And that's going to cost me playing the BR, like, playing the Gamma 2 board. And then I still probably die to Roach play, so... It's not really going to matter. Damn it.
Don't move.
What an awful play to have to make.
Looking for a spark of inspiration.
My failure written in the stars?
But if I want any chance at winning this turn, like this next couple of turns, I've got to do something. If they have the Roach, they win. I just give it to them. Like, that's it. Which they just drew 3 cards total between last turn and this turn. Like, the odds are you have it, right? That's so unlucky. Baby Carbuncle for the return is fine. Joyful May. Wait, do they not have it? There's no way they don't have it. What is going on? Like, there's just no way you don't have it at that point. What? Unfortunately, I can't make both plays I want to make here, so I can only make one. But at least we get a ward. Please tell me you still don't have it. It'd be crazy if you have 9 cards in hand and have drawn like 6 cards in 2 turns and you didn't find your Roach. Is Swordcraft worth the craft like 3 Amelias? Or does it just lose in higher ranks? I don't know. I'm personally not a big fan of Swordcraft, but Swordcraft has some of the highest win rates of all the decks currently. So Swordcraft is extremely good. I would say Amelia isn't, I don't know, guaranteed 3 of all the time. Definitely more focused on, obviously, Albert out of the legendaries. Maybe even an Olivia. I would say look around, see if you can find some decks on Shadowverse Wins that kind of line up with Swordcraft for your playstyle, and then go from there. That's probably a better bet. It's crazy, by the way, if they still don't have thing to kill me. If you don't have Roach here, there's something wrong with your game. Seriously. Like, surely you have Roach now, right? And surely you're going to kill me with Roach now, right? There's just no fucking way they don't have Roach.
Let the light anoint my blade.
Dude, there's no way you don't have Roach. What? Do you know the worst part? I was so close to just winning this now. And now it's like, what do I actually do? Because I can't just straight win off what I have. I can't just Ominous Artifact win. If I had a Deathrite, I could. If I had an Evo point, I could. But the game's ran so long now that I just don't have either of those. Puppet doesn't get me there. Not on its own, anyway. Miriam might. Puppet plus Miriam gets me board clear. but I can't. Can I set up ward in the back of that as well? I don't think so, because I think that's going to be too expensive. Because that's 5-3. Yeah, it's going to be 1 too expensive. So Miriam plus Ancient Cannon into Gamma, maybe? Fuse into Gamma. That's 2 fusions. Doesn't quite get me there either. Oh, except Puppet does, right? Yeah, that does it. Okay. That gets me a clear.
Change doesn't scare me anymore.
For you, dear, I would give anything.
This is bad. This is bad. I'm not going to have time. Did I make it? We couldn't fuse Gamma, but I did fuse Alpha. Okay. Whew, I'm probably still dead. If they have Roach, I still died, but hey.
We're in the splash zone, pal.
Did they finally find a Roach? Surely they found a Roach, right? I just can't see them not having Roach. Yeah, there it is. Okay, that's game. Good job. You win. Fuck's sake. I did everything I could nearly. I could have played the Fortifier artifact, I guess, but we still would have died to a Roach combo.
I won't give up.
But yeah. You have options with Swordcraft, honestly, not that expensive. Like, they're not cheap decks. None of the decks are cheap at this point. They run too many fucking legendaries, all the decks. But, Swordcraft is on the lower side of the decks that are running legendaries. It's very similar to Portal, honestly. Portal's legendary count and Sword's legendary count should be similar. Rune, Dragon, and Haven are all super high legendary counts. Dude, I'm so sad. If I had played that whole game a little bit differently, I think we could have done it. I was just playing around them having Roach so hard. Which, I mean, kind of have to, right? You can't just not play around Roach there. Like, if I had played like I didn't think they had Roach, I probably would have won. But yeah, I think this will be the last game, for sure. Which has been a pretty productive stream, honestly. We've made really good progress in this rank. Oh, they got the fucking Udi bloody thing and the Orcus leader. That's fucking crazy luck. What? How much has this man spent? Holy shit. Okay, that's fine. We generated the right amount of cards. We're good. I wish I could generate a few more gears in the next couple of turns, but we'll see where we end up. Okay. What do I do here? I think I still commit to the B, though. The damage is too good to pass up.
Trajectory calculated.
Alright.
Possibility.
Kill off that, because that's the thing that'll Evo kill. We get 3 damage. We have 2 4/4s on board now. Are we going to see them do their own Evo play? Or, okay, because this is straight Puppet. And straight Puppet can be pretty dangerous. It's also relatively cheap straight Puppet overall. I think it's like 3 Orcus and like a couple of Udi. Which isn't a bad count. Like 5 legendaries is still pretty low compared to a lot of decks. That's a free. That's free.
Only ransom I take is blood.
I think with Evo, that's free kill on both of these.
This might hurt.
So we can take out that. We're only on 7, so we'll just hold off crafting anything. Turn 6, I have to play Runica, I think, because I need the extra gear summons. And then I have to decide how I'm going to play out turn 7, turn 8, and turn 9, basically, with 3 Ralmir. If I could get a little more on the gear count, I could actually do some real setup. Or do I just commit really hard to the B artifacts? Which I think B artifacts might just be the play here. Just because of the fact that we've got them down to 12. So as long as I don't take too much more damage, we are good.
Never forgive.
I may have to super evolve over this though. Which is a little annoying. Yeah, I'm gonna have to super evolve over that, for sure.
This burden is mine to bear.
Which way do I do it though? Realmir or do I do Ironheart here? Realmir creates a body, but then I have to ram anyway, so it doesn't actually end up mattering. Maybe I just spread out my damage. Unfortunately, if I want to make another B, I do have to multi-fuse that. This thing doesn't get me more gears, not really. It doesn't really matter. Both ways are going to be the same outcome. I'm going to have to sack the artifact to like run that over anyway, which is unfortunate. But hey, doesn't really matter. It's the same. It's just a matter of where the stats end up for the final character, which I think I'd rather have a 6-6 over the spread out like 3-3 and 5-5, right? Yeah. I think I'd rather have it all invested in one for now. We'll see. I don't know. Maybe it would have been better to split them up because of Bane puppets, but is Rune Spellbox any good? Yeah, Rune Spellbox is fine. I wouldn't call it a absolute top deck, but it's definitely an easy, like, if you're going like S tier decks and then like A tier decks, it'd be an A tier deck easily. I don't know. I don't know if I'd put it in S tier or not. Now I think we just start committing, right? We might even hard commit here with the Super Evo as well to get rid of that, because I don't want to do a Sylvia. Fuck Sylvia. Plus, this just makes these a little more sticky. And then we go Realmir again, and then we go Realmir a third time for lethal, hopefully. That'll be the plan. As long as we don't die between this turn and next turn, we're good. It's really, really going to depend on what happens here. I'm trying to think if this lethals me, and I think it does, unfortunately. That's going to be super bad. I need to draw my own... No, my own Orcus won't matter because I super evolved. Huh. Alright, I'm just dead then. I'm 2 damage off lethal, and I'm dead to board. And I have no way to make Gamma to clear out the little guy here. And the moment they summon another puppet with Storm, I'm dead. Actually, I'm just dead to super evolve Lloyd. That's unfortunate. Cool. I just couldn't craft another B. If I could have got a third B, I would have won. That's unfortunate. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. The Orcus play was like it. Like, the Orcus on curve was the only thing that could stop me there. That's so unfortunate. Basically, nothing else would have been a problem. Super, super unfortunate. This is how my luck goes, though. I'll have a really good run-up. Like, if you look at this, like, we have a really good run swapping the portal here. We instantly go 4 wins, and then I instantly, like, even back out with fucking 3 losses nearly. Like, and all of my decks tend to do that. I'll have a really good run-up, and then I'll just fucking absolutely get stomped into the dirt for, like, a handful of games. Which is super unfortunate. Oh, but that is going to be an end to the stream. We've been running for the last 3 hours. I will be back tomorrow. I should be hopefully streaming again tomorrow. About similar time, probably. By the time I try and work on some kind of video to put out, we should be right. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and until